beloved listeners, and welcome to Snake People at the Movies, film criticism by people who actually like film. Join us as we dive into movies we love, movies we respect, and movies we wish we could unsee. It's the podcast where we talk about growing up and living queer, nerdy, and depressed online and at the cinema. From the kids who, shockingly, watched a lot of movies recently, it's Sneople at the Movies. I'm Helena.
I'm Matty.
And I'm Ben.
That's right, no
God.
Ezra this time. Friend of the show, Ben, has returned. Producer Ben, who is our friend, has returned to Sneople. I think we mentioned this on the last episode briefly. We're going to do just this time a What We Sneep because it's been a couple months and we've seen a lot of shit. Ezra was not able to make it because they are moving, so we decided to bring Ben back on because, gonna be honest, I watch a lot of movies with Ben. Yeah.
We can give Ezra like a little chunk to
Ben's
themselves next time we record so they can talk about only what they've seen.
Yeah,
Although
we'll
they have seen a couple of things like The Sea Beast and Die Another Day.
Yeah. Some
what
things
a broad
that we
range
were...
of...
Yeah, well, you know, the full range of the human experience being covered here tonight, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ben, as our guest, do you want to start?
I would love to. I've consumed so much media. That's all I know how to do. I don't make art anymore. All I do is just open my mouth and suck in like Kirby. I don't like the way I introduce myself.
Oh, what an image. Thank you. But it's true, though.
It is true. I do devour a lot of media whole. To quote everyone's favorite little guy, raw and wiggling. It's a Gollum reference from Lord of the Rings. I assume you both are familiar with Lord of the Rings.
You know, see, I thought
vaguely,
when you said little guy, you were going to quote, like, fucking Kirby again, because I don't know Kirby from Adam, so I was like, does
Kirby
he have, like, this famous quote? That, like,
Kind of a sound.
I don't know Kirby from Adam.
Well, I know what he
Kirby
looks
doesn't
like.
fucking talk, he's a baby.
He's a
These
sphere.
things. I don't play video games.
I can't
Helena,
fucking
you could.
believe this.
We'll get you started on
no.
Minecraft.
But then where would my charming ignorance of video games be on this podcast? Nowhere.
This is true.
Sorry, I was.
There's nothing you can really say to that, is there?
No, I mean I was about to be very mean, and I decided it would be better not to.
Oh, on this
Good.
podcast?
Well, this is
We're
the first time
notably
I've
ever
recorded.
nice.
This is the first time I've recorded something with Helena. I want to appear amicable to at least one of you.
Oh,
That's right, because you're going to be a bitch to me.
Aww.
Chaos
Anyway.
Mysterio streams every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday on Twitch.tv. I didn't say that right. Anyway, what did you fucking see, my man?
All right, as you mentioned, I watch a lot of movies with you. So I know there's going to be a lot of overlap, but our format, are we doing rewatch, new watch, and then also, or should I just start babbling?
Doesn't matter.
Whatever,
Up to you.
yeah.
Start babbling.
We'll just kind of talk over each other, and, it'll be like an 80s movie. Who cares?
Oh, sure. Oh, Mumblecore.
Yeah. People will be mean about us on Twitter.
Speaking... Don't worry, I have the rehearsal and Nathan for you on this list. We can get mean about today's discourse.
Oh shit,
God.
alright.
There's some unfortunate Nathan Fielder discourse that I wish would stop. It's aggravating.
Yeah.
Anyway, I watched the greatest trilogy of Mumblecore movies of all time, the John Wick franchise. I rewatched them not even within a day, within 16 hours.
Yeah, as God intended, as we did the first time we watched them, actually.
Exactly. I like
That's
when
right.
John Wick is mad.
Yeah, I do too.
And then he flips over guys and shoots them.
Yeah, I know. I've been wanting to rewatch them again so bad.
I like the gun sommelier.
I do too!
You mean Amazon's The
my
Ticks,
boyfriend.
Peter Serafinowicz?
Yes, that's true. That's
Mr.
my guy.
Darth Maul himself?
Mr. Darth Maul himself, which is something I always forget about. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes, him. Love my life.
Yeah. My guy.
I like when John Wick stands kind of tall, solemnly over someone, and then just says, "Be seeing you." And then that person dies immediately.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that, yeah.
I like when he stabs someone and then says, "Consider this a professional courtesy," and then walks away.
Quick clarification, because I'm having a brain moment.
Sure.
He does that 4 times.
If I had a quarter for every time.
Timothy Olyphant hasn't been in any John Wick movies.
I don't think so.
No, he's a little young. Oh, Oliphant, not Chalamet.
No, Chalamet.
He's a little young.
I mean...
No.
No, Oliphant is not, but it would be
Not yet.
No.
4's coming
what's
up.
with that?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they need to fix that. You need to get right on that. I think he'd be good.
He's
in
too
that
busy
universe.
being in Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he would have fun, which is the most important thing to me.
As we know,
Yes.
he was the hitman.
Mm-hmm. What?
Mm-hmm.
I said like I knew, and then I said what?
Right, yeah, there's an Agent 47 movie in which Timothy Olyphant plays Agent 47.
I knew that the movie existed. Did not realize the second half of that sentence. Fascinating. Is he bald?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, well, if it helps, there's maybe a reason you haven't heard of it. It's that if you took the entire cast list, all the directors, all the producers, etc., Oliphant is the most famous name attached to that project. So that might be why you've never heard of it.
Wow, when did it come out? Because that
2008.
will also... yeah, okay.
Timothy Olyphant.
Love.
I'm pulling
Hitman.
up a photo of him right now.
2007.
Could you
God, that
share
really
your
does
screen
not-
for a moment, please?
That really does not look like him. This is not going to be interesting to a podcast listener, but you can just Google the Hitman movie and then go to images, and you will find exactly what I am looking at right now.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Where's
It's
his
in
beautiful
fact-
mane?
Bad.
He looks. What does he remind me of? Something bad.
He looks a little McAvoy.
No, he looks
as
like somebody,
Xavier.
right?
He does look like somebody that I can't.
He looks like somebody who's not him, specifically, and it's driving me nuts.
Is it not
Anyway.
not in this image, but in some of the images where he's looking down? I think it's McAvoy as Xavier.
No, it's somebody
fucking
else.
X-Men First Class
it's
one.
somebody else.
All right.
I can't think. Oh,
Sorry, not to be like go fuck yourself, Ben, but I understand what Helena. I do think that doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll think of it eventually. Anyway, that is
On the
nothing
list
to
of
do
dudes
with-
that aren't supposed to be bald, I think is where I was going with.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. My God,
I don't have a
so
ton of
you saw the
opinions
John
about.
Wicks.
Oh yeah, right.
I'll fuck the podcast. Yeah,
Rewatched Paprika with Matty yesterday.
yeah,
That's the Satoshi Kon movie.
which I'd never
believe-
seen before.
But you had never seen before. You haven't seen any of them, right? Or did you see? You have seen Godfathers, right?
I've seen Tokyo Godfathers. Yes,
Okay.
which I
I
love.
have not seen Paprika either.
Paprika's fun.
It's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Maddie and I were talking about it last night, as we're wont to do after watching a motion picture. And I think we've come to the determination that the point of his movies is not the plot of his movies. It is the artistic style and the weird shit he shows you. And I've come to terms with that, and I think they're good.
Yeah, and
'cause
I think that's great. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Tokyo
Plot-
Godfathers is, I think, like the most straightforward plot-wise of any of his movies. And then after that, it's like, bleh.
I
You
wouldn't
know,
doubt it.
weirdly, Paprika does not actually have that complicated of a plot. It's pretty straightforward. It's just that the visuals are, of course, very complicated because it's all about, like, dreams, right? So,
Right.
bleh. But, like, the plot, I could probably sum up in, like, maybe 5 minutes, if that. It's all about,
I
like,
could do it in
dream
2.
science. Yeah, it's all about, like, dream science and, like, corporate espionage, and that's about it. Like,
And the dreams are leaking into real life.
and the dreams are leaking into real life. Yeah.
And everyone's in a half like sleep state.
Yeah.
Done.
And there's
Been there,
a
done
lot of
that.
fat phobia. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
really fucking upsetting.
That was the one part where I was like, oh, this blows chunks, actually. This I don't like very much.
Yeah.
But, you know, beyond that, very good movie, great visuals, cool to look at.
Same goes for Millennium Actress, by the way. Pretty straightforward plot.
Yes.
But
That
golly.
is the other Satoshi Kon movie I've seen that oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally
I
just...
have that one on DVD, which I have told, I think, both of you before. That was given to me by an old roommate who moved out, didn't need it, left behind. I was like, yeah, I'll keep that. I still have not watched it, despite the fact that I own it. But soon. I will.
The plot of Millennium Actress, extremely straightforward. There was an old lady actress, veteran of the industry, who reflects back on our time in Hollywood, and there's a love story in it.
Yeah, cool. I love shit like that.
Point ain't the plot. The point is all the cool visuals and transitions and animation that they show you while they're telling that story.
Which is great. I think that, I don't know, I think there's something very nice and refreshing about a movie that the plot is, like, not that complicated, and it's about, like, what can I do with this medium?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool.
You know I'm an animation fan. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Especially, like, specifically if the story is, like, solid. Because it's one of those things where it's, like, the plot and the story and the writing is, like, shitty, but everything else is cool. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is still kind of, like, you didn't even try all the story part, though.
Right,
like, you could make something that's serviceable and clean, and then elaborate everything else, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that movie specifically has just, like, such great editing in the way it transitions between various time periods of... Man, I'm thinking about Millennium Actors again.
I know.
Yeah. Paprika is a movie that is obviously in love with movies and is, like, clearly references it in the story itself. But that's, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's nice to remember why you like movies sometimes.
It's nice to remember why you like movies sometimes. Wow, the magic of cinema.
Yeah. Anyway, Paprika good.
Yeah, Paprika good. Dog Day Afternoon. Obviously, I watched that with you, Maddie. Had the pleasure of showing that to you for the first time. I'm not going to take up too much time here because obviously y'all had a lengthy discussion about it last time. I will simply say that it is one of the greatest movies ever made. Andy's birthday party has been moved to today. Rewatched both Porco Rosso and The Iron Giant on a whim because I needed some animation in my life.
Yeah.
Once again, I like where the Iron Giant stands real tall and then just says Superman.
Stop.
I think that's good.
I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. I really need to watch it again.
Oh,
Maddie?
my god, it kills me.
It is 1, on HBO, 2, extremely holds up.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
good to know. I mean, I figured. I have multiple friends who have watched it as adults and been like, yeah, this movie still kicked ass, so I figured it wasn't bad.
So good.
But
Brad Bird, undefeated.
Maddie, I know this isn't a normal segment here on Sneople the Movies, a podcast of which I am a dear devotee and also the co-executive producer of.
Yeah, executive
Can I hit you with a
producer.
trivia question?
Sure.
Do you know who voices the Iron Giant?
Oh.
Oh, God, I do, but I'm... Remind me.
It's Vin Diesel.
That's right, yes.
It is Mr. Groot himself, Mr. Fast and Furious.
I don't know. Having not seen any of the Fast and Furious movies, is it his finest work? Or is there...
No, Fast 6 rules.
Okay.
I've only seen Fast 1. I do need to see the rest of them.
Helena, in Fast 6, they drive a car out of a building into another building. Like, I want to be clear, I mean 2 skyscrapers.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Also, like,
as
a dedicated devotee of the Riddick movies,
yes, of course.
Pitchback pretty fucking good.
Iron Giant is a beautiful expression of animation and nonviolence and all that. Vin Diesel drives so many cars in Fast and Furious 6.
He does, and like, to be fair, it's like, okay, he's great in Iron Giant. Obviously, he's the big giant. We love him. But his particular vocal performance is not my personal favorite in that movie because my loyalty, of course, lies with John Mahoney and the name of the actor who I can't remember who voices Kent Mansley, who's in everything.
Christopher McDonald.
Yes, thank you. Who was also in an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
He was, wasn't he?
A very good one. Yes. That's for another discussion for another day. Anyway.
Or later this episode, maybe. Porco Rosso is also fucking good. That's something I rewatched, but we watched separately.
Right.
Fucking love Porco Rosso.
Makes
me cry every time. Now, to be fair, I cry over fucking everything, but I did cry over Porco Rosso. I'm a big softie. I know this about me. Michael Keaton's really good. I've only listened to the Japanese dub before, but he fucking kills it as Porco.
I love Michael Keaton.
Now,
we
obviously,
love Michael Keaton.
I think Michael Keaton is a phenomenal, both dramatic and comedic presence. I'm willing to put Porco Rosso in his top 3.
Easy.
I'm being very sincere about that.
No,
I agree. I was watching it and I was like, wow, is this one of his best... Is this like the role he was made for? Maybe.
Also, that's...
He kills it.
I can't remember the name of his love interest, but that's Susan Egan, who voices Meg in Hercules.
Yes, which when I was listening, oh my god, it's
I'm in love with her voice.
Like,
what is
you
the
hear
name
that
of the
like
character. Yes, but I heard her and I was like, oh shit, I know you. And looked her up and was like,
Spirited
oh,
Away.
Duh.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
she's
also
done a few other Ghibli works too. Yes.
I can't remember my wife's name.
She was also, I believe, she was the original Broadway Belle when they did Beauty and the Beast, Disney's Beauty and the Beast on Broadway.
She's very good.
Of Love. And a friend of my former voice teacher, apparently.
Gina. Sorry, the name of the character is Gina. Yes.
Yes. Her voice, I love her voice so much.
She's great.
It's an amazing voice.
She was in 13 going on 30. Sorry, I'm just looking at her IMDb page now. Yeah. Let's find out, huh? I almost watched that today instead of Point Break.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good option, though.
Kind of a...
I know.
Given
Andy
how...
Serkis is in 13 going on 30? What the fuck?
Given how often...
Oh, sorry.
Given how often they, like, have these casts that are pulled from, like, all over the entertainment industry. You know those, like, direct-to-DVD, like, DC animated films or whatever? That, you know, Under the Red Hood is one of them. Obviously, I know that's a popular one in this friend group. Kind of wild they've never pulled in Susan Egan to do Lois.
Oh.
Like, for any of those. Because she, I mean...
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah.
You're right. That's such a good pick that it's like, yeah, it's shocking that she's never done that before. Has she done anything for those?
Anything for DC? Oh, she was Rose Quartz for Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Has she
I
done...
did not watch very much Steven Universe.
No, she has not done a single DC project.
God, that's crazy.
Despite literally, like, obviously the performance of Meg is kind of meant to be Lois a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Hercules is Superman.
Yeah, she's just such... Wow, she does make it Kingdom Hearts 3. They brought her back for that. That's wild. Yeah. And 2.
Of course they did.
We actually found that out when we were playing Kingdom Hearts 2, didn't we? We were, like, playing it on stream, and I was like, that sounds like her, and you looked up and you're like, because it is. And I was like, oh, duh.
Yeah, it is her. It was the same with Gilbert Gottfried. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace. Pretty distinctive voice there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Helena, your wife in Spirited Away is Lynn.
Lynn, thank you,
Yes.
my wife.
You're welcome. Yeah, God, she's so good. Anyway, moving right along.
Right. Still covering movies that I've rewatched. I had the wonderful opportunity of showing Maddie Heat, which is a movie about how Al Pacino and Robert De Niro are not so different.
They're just not so different, yeah.
They're not so different. And also, she's got a great ass, and you have your head all the way up it.
Yep.
Oh, no. I know that's a real line from that movie, but hearing it delivered in that way was very special. Because it was so normal the way that you said it.
There are so many lines from that.
What happens in the movie, yeah.
Got a great ass!
I've seen the GIF. It's quite evocative.
It's very evocative. It's those lines and what's their MO? They're the best. Yes. Their MO is that they're good. At the drop of a hat, these men are ready to rock and roll.
Dudes rock.
Yeah, dudes rock. Helena, please.
That's
watch
a new
the movie.
tag for me on Letterboxd. Is I've just started. Helen, I know that's a list of yours. Is dudes rock?
Yeah, it is.
Right. But I just started doing a tag for it because I was like, I watched Point Break and I was like, God, this is a dudes rock movie, and then I was like, okay, it's just a tag now, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
It's just a tag.
I am quite
Dudes
literally
rock.
on bended knee, Helena. I am asking you to watch the movie Heat.
I've always been meaning to. It's coming. It's happening soon.
It is a breezy 2 hour 55 minute motion picture. Val Kilmer is there.
A tight
I
3
love
hours.
Val Kilmer. I love Al Pacino. God knows I do. I love Robert De Niro. I love what's his name?
Danny Trejo.
From I wasn't thinking that, but yes, I do. What's the other guy who does all the voices on The Simpsons?
Oh,
right? I'm a terrible person.
My God,
What's
Hank
his
Azaria.
name? Thank you. I love him. Love Michael Mann. Love the 90s. Love crime movies.
I love when they do a crime and there's somebody chasing them about it.
love that. I love when they kind of have a relationship that's like they're kind of adversaries, but then also there's something going on.
What if they're two sides of the same coin?
What if they're two sides of the same coin is the thing? So he has many, many things that I already like know that I will like. Plus all of the stuff I have yet to discover that I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah. It has a very young Natalie Portman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Tom
fine.
Noonan's there, and he sucks.
Oh, Tom Noonan. He's great in
this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's good at this movie, but...
And
I mean, he's good, but he could be evil.
In that you hate him.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's an outburst about a television, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That one I'm neutral on, but we'll see. It could be a good thing.
It's a pretty good scene, so you will be positive on it.
Okay, good.
Of this, I promise.
The line, and I am removing all connotations from this line. The line, "You can fuck my wife," is screamed loudly at one point.
Ooh. We love that.
Anyway, I recommend the movie Heat.
Anyway, so Heat was good. Glad we watched it.
For new watches, I recently watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang for the first time.
Yeah, you did. Hold on. Wait, skipped something here. You watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding, it looks like, yeah?
Yeah, I was sad one evening.
Yeah, it happens.
And so I needed to watch a movie in which some Greeks are happy.
Yeah.
I'm from the other side of Europe, Ireland.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Doesn't always matter.
When they're like, family. I'm like, yeah.
When they have my big fat Irish wedding or my big fat Scottish wedding, then we can both tune in. But for now, we have to watch the Greeks be happy for a little bit.
Oh, the fish are Welsh or Scottish?
Yes.
Why
Welsh is not
Wouldn't
actually... We don't have to get into this, but yes.
I know.
Complicated history with names. Anyway.
They're like, I get it. When they're like, oh, my European family, what am I to do? I'm like, yeah, man, I know.
I relate to this somehow.
I, too, was
watched...
offered a chance to take over a restaurant. But, Mama, I must become a podcaster.
That is, in fact, the trajectory of your life. But you did watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I did watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang for the first time.
The patron movie of this podcast, yeah.
Of course. The one we gave away at a giveaway. So many years ago.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that, but we did.
I guess I get it, like, for the most part, because, like, it takes place in Los Angeles, so I see how it leads into the other. It's just that none of the characters from Nice Guys were in it, so I'm not really sure how they connect.
It's because it's a prequel.
Except for the fact that the Nice Guys characters are almost the exact same characters as Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and Nice Guys came out 11 years later.
Right, yeah,
technically.
that makes sense.
No, I think we did...
But
maybe this was a me and Z conversation, actually, I'm realizing, where we posited how the Nice Guys could just be a prequel to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah, because
their series.
Wasn't there a name that was mentioned in, or
Nice
were we just
Guys?
Fucking making that up?
I think, honestly, we were making it up. We were like, yeah, they're like gay Perry's really uncles or whatever. I don't know.
About, like, the names, the things he does with names in, like, both Nice Guys and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I can't remember all the names of the characters in Nice Guys, but it was, like, because it's Harry and Perry in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and in the Nice Guys, it's, Holland, Healy, and Holly, because it's, like, she's named after him. So there was, like, some stuff where we were like, I think we were just fucking making shit up. It was
literally like, I've connected the two docs, you haven't connected anything, I've connected them.
Oh.
That's what we were doing, yeah.
We connected them so well that I made up, like, a fake Easter egg that Shane Black put in his own fucking movie, but he didn't do.
Yep.
Hey, Los Angeles, it's the city of stories, anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Christmas.
Barton Fink, baby, let's go.
Barton Fink, which I did watch.
Huh? Is that on your... Oh, it is on your list. Look at that.
It is on my list.
Hey, we should talk about Barton Fink sometime. I think it's a pretty good movie.
We can talk about it, in fact, tonight.
We can talk about it today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got, like, maybe in, like, 5 minutes or so?
Yeah, sure.
Sick. I enjoyed the hell out of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I hope Shane Black makes more movies about detectives.
Yeah, really.
Literally.
Hello.
On that note, I watched Last Night in Soho. I hope Edgar Wright makes more straight up horror movies. Obviously I like his horror comedies, but I hope he makes straight up horror movies more going forward. Because Last Night in Soho was pretty fun. Cool. I like when the colors were all fucky.
Dope.
Yeah.
I have not seen it yet myself. Obviously, I like Edgar Wright as a director very much. I heard some kind of mid stuff about it, so I was like, maybe I'll see it eventually. But the fact that you had a good review about it is like, oh, maybe I'll put it higher up on my list.
I can very much
You texted me asking if I wanted to see it, and I was unconscious.
Yeah. The pizza we had with it was delicious. Just letting you know.
Cool. I was asleep.
I can absolutely... All right, you're fine. I can absolutely see the problems that people had with it. I think it's a little clumsy in places. But I like when he does the syncing up to music stuff. And I like when the lights are bright. And I didn't know it was a horror movie until I started watching it. Somehow that movie came out.
That's fun.
That movie came out in like October of last year, and so somehow, much like how I didn't know shit about Everything Everywhere All at Once until I pressed play, like I just dodged the main conceit, which is that it's a horror movie. Which means...
they didn't really sell that movie as a horror movie. I didn't realize it either.
I had no fucking clue.
Digging around at it, but they like very much sell it as like a drama, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah.
And so you read about more of the plot, and you're like, oh.
And all of a sudden, spoiler, there's ghosts.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, this has taken a turn from what I expected.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I had the very fortunate ability to wander into Everything Everywhere All at Once, knowing literally laundromat. And that's all I knew. Which meant...
And now that's all I know.
Have you still not seen it?
Neither of us have.
Oh man, I'm so behind on new movies. I feel I'm like literally vibrating because like especially since Nope is like the one movie from this year that I have been actually like looking forward to from previous years, and I still haven't seen it yet because I'm still looking after a cat and I don't want to leave him alone for very long periods of time, even though he could handle it and he'd be fine. But I'm just like, he's a cat. But I'm also just like, I don't want to leave him. I want to spend as much time with him as possible because he's so cute. Fair. So I haven't seen Jordan Peele's Nope yet, and I really, really want to. So that's coming up soon. Hopefully by next time we record, I will have seen it.
Helena, I radically misinterpreted what you said, which is I thought you were going to watch Nope at home, and you were scared that it was going to scare the cat.
Oh, no.
You're like, I think he can handle it. I'm like, yeah, his visual processing centers can't handle.
The computer won't even be turned toward him. It would, no.
You can just put him in the bathroom.
Going the 25-minute train ride to Nighthawk and the 25-minute train ride back plus the 2 hours and being without Kat for that period of time just makes me so sad.
Honestly, just miserable. Yeah, can't imagine.
Yeah.
I need to see it so bad. It's like, it's one of those things where, like, it's just been on my list, and I just haven't... I feel like I have to be in the right mindset to, like, fully appreciate it, right? Especially because... Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Ben just made a I'm crying face. But I feel like I cry at everything. We know this. I'm gonna be inconsolable. So I have to be, like, ready for that. But I'm really excited to see it. It's supposed to be great. Hey, so, Maddie. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you feel there are a lot of expectations on you in life?
Self-inflicted, mostly, yes.
Yeah, oh boy. Hey, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, I imagine. That's basically what I've heard through just the Twitter talk, and I'm like, this is going to be devastating for me, in many ways. But I'm like, sometimes that is the fun of a movie, I think, is you get to just kind of experience stuff really, really strongly. And also, it's cool to look at. Yeah, it is cool to look at. I'm gonna speed up through these real quick. Because I know I've eaten up a lot of time. Watched 4 Weddings and a Funeral, which I know is Helena bait. Hey, that movie's pretty fucking funny. Turns out.
That movie.
Turns out people were right about that one. Saw Jaws for the first time. I like when the shark shows up and they're not expecting the shark. I also like when the shark shows up and they are expecting the shark. Both times it's a winner.
It's one of the few shark movies you can actually watch. We've realized because they don't go underwater.
Oh,
and I watched Casino, which is if Goodfellas was maybe 10% worse.
Oh, okay, that's not too much percent.
I like Goodfellas.
That's an acceptable parameters.
I like Goodfellas
Yeah,
a lot, to be clear, and I love Ray Liotta doing his, like, as long as I've been alive, I always wanted to be a gangsta. May he rest in peace, Ray Liotta. That was a really bad impression and a botch of that line. So imagine that, but it's Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, and they're talking about Las Vegas, the city of dreams. And Joe Pesci beats up like 8 different dudes in that movie, and by beats up, I mean decapitates.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty nutso movie.
So I like that. Those are all positives for me.
And what's his name is Robert De Niro's right-hand man.
What's his name?
What is his name? 1 second.
I don't
Don
know.
Rickles.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Mr. Potato Head himself.
Yeah, we'd love to see it.
No, I did enjoy Casino quite a bit. But it had the unfortunate bug of me just in the back of my brain going like, I could be watching Goodfellas again.
Yeah.
Which isn't its fault.
That's what I felt when I was watching The Sea Beast, which we can get into. When I was watching that, I was like, this is pretty fun. Reminds me a lot about How to Train Your Dragon. I could just be watching How to Train Your Dragon right now.
There's a film podcast that I used to listen to more frequently that would frequently posit that the worst sin a movie can have is to remind you of a better movie. I guess they posited that the worst sin a movie can do is just be boring. Not even bad, boring.
Yeah. Boring.
But then they've amended it to remind you of a piece of media that you could be watching. And I think about that all the time.
It's true.
While with Heat, where I'm like, every single second of this is worth it, Casino was kind of like, boy, this just keeps going, huh? Which is...
Yeah, that is also... That is a tough point of any movie, is you think, like, this is pretty good. It needed a little bit more time in the editing room.
Right. Look, I can't fault...
Revenge...
Look, it's Scorsese, I get it, but like,
Return
my man...
of the King earns all of its, like, 12 endings, I feel. There are some movies that have multiple endings that it did not earn.
Yeah. For television, I watched the hell out of Severance. God, I loved Severance. It's real good. Watched White Lotus, which I very much enjoyed on HBO. I'm doing my second take of Sopranos. I'm working my way back through Better Call Saul in anticipation for Better Call Saul seasons 5 and 6, which I haven't gotten to yet, and I know the show is ending soon, so I need to speed the hell up. Started Strange New Worlds, which obviously is a Helena and I. My friend Helena and I. Bridge. Whatever.
Yes.
That's whatever. Me and my friend Helena both like that. There we go. Fuck.
Yes, it is. It's true.
And then in TV news that's more recent, I started watching The Rehearsal. What the fuck is that show about?
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
I wish people would shut the fuck up, though, about the discourse around it, because it's driving me bananas.
Maddie, do you know...
What's the discourse?
Okay. Maddie, do you know who Nathan Fielder is?
I know the name, but I couldn't place the face.
He is a anti-humor comedian whose whole shtick is playing between the boundaries of what is real and what is scripted. Basically, he makes reality TV that doesn't read like reality TV.
Sure.
Or, at times, very much reads like reality TV. And it's not always clear how much the subjects, or some would argue victims, of his reality TV comedy bits are aware they're in on a bit, or that a bit is happening. He is famous for his Comedy Central show, Nathan For You, in which he essentially did a Gordon Ramsay or Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, or like whatever thing where he would like show up and he's like, I will fix your business using my business skills. And a lot of people trusted him to fix their business. And he would be like, you're now selling, you're now running a clothing store in which hot people are allowed to shoplift from. And he would do like these elaborate business marketing stunts to prove points about, I guess, capitalism and what people are willing to go through when they think they're being talked to by an expert. Fun show. deeply upsetting at times.
Yeah.
He is now making a new show. He then produced How To with Josh Wilson, which I really like. Or John Wilson, which I really like, which is on HBO. And that's a pseudo-documentary series about New York. Sorry, Helena.
Mm-hmm. Apology accepted.
Yeah, it's really fun. There's an entire episode on the weird scaffolding problem that New York has. That face indicates either you are aware of the problem or you don't think it's a problem.
No, I'm aware of the problem.
Yeah, okay. And now he's doing The Rehearsal, which is an elaborate reality TV show in which he is helping people rehearse through the awkward moments in their life, literally by building sets of the locations that they're familiar with and hiring actors that look like their friends and associates so that they can rehearse through uncomfortable conversations.
Okay.
The first episode is, I think politely I could describe it as bug nuts.
Okay.
The second episode takes place in Portland and is weirder. And there was an article. Yeah. There was an article that came out this morning about what happened in the second episode of that show, which is that he helped this hyper-religious evangelical in Portland try to hook up with another hyper-evangelical religious person in Portland so that they could simulate raising a child together, and the child is a robot baby that's sometimes played by real babies, but due to Oregon labor laws cannot always be a real baby and is sometimes a robot baby. And so she was trying to rehearse for being a mother. And the guy that she found is, one, a local.
Which tells you everything you need to know. Sure.
Is a wild dude who believes in numerology and doesn't think you need a license plate to drive.
A license plate?
A license plate, like on the back of the car.
On the back of the car. Okay.
On the back of the car. And people were talking about, Nathan Fielder is exploiting this man, to which the answer is, yeah. But some people need to learn a lesson about not crashing their cars. And a lot of people are like, that's exploitation, that's wrong, we should stop the show. And a lot of people are like, that's exploitation, it's funny, this dude blows.
Yeah.
And depending on whether or not you fall on that, what side of the divide you fall on there.
Yeah. The point that I also fall onto is just it's exploitative. What is any reality TV? All reality TV is exploitative. And that's the point that he is making. That's part of the point that he is making. Also, I guarantee you that everything he is doing is significantly more significantly more ethical than The fucking Bachelor. Ethical. Yeah. Yes. No, 100%.
As someone who has watched a lot of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, I will confess to this. There were a lot of times I watched that show and I think, really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or Survivor. Or, I don't know, American Idol. Any of those shows that were wickedly popular, especially when we were younger, that were cultural phenomenons.
Leslie is... Hey, folks, I have a television podcast. Leslie is more hesitant.
This is the crossover with Syndicated. Yeah.
Leslie is more hesitant toward it than I am. I want to do a season on 2000 through 2010 reality TV so fucking badly.
I understand why Leslie would be hesitant about that.
I want to talk about Big Brother so goddamn bad.
Yeah. Wow, talk about shows that are just... I was talking about Jackass the other day. A show that I did not watch a lot of growing up, but once again was very prevalent when we were younger. That MTV era of reality shows is so specific. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, there is a lot of meat on that particular bone. But I can also understand why you would maybe not necessarily feel super cool approaching it. There's also it's a tricky one.
There's a show that was just called Cops, right? That was just about cops.
That was not MTV,
people.
But yeah, Bad Boys, Bad Boys. What you gonna do? Yeah,
that's
which was literally just arrest footage.
It was just ride-alongs with cops, basically.
That Nathan Fielder has done. Hello, we put that on television. There was a proposal that I don't think went through for a reality TV show where it was hey, enter this a competition so that you can win money to pay off your student loans forever, and if you can't do it, then you can get fucked. Pick the right suitcase. I did, I don't know.
All of that is worse than what Nathan Fielder is doing.
Yeah.
100%.
Catfish, which is still ongoing, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, the reason I said eligible is because they're in season 1 of Nathan For You. He does a fake television show called The Hunk, in which he sets up a fake bachelor for himself, in which he hires 10 models to accompany him at a mansion so that he can, quote, learn to talk to women. And he frames it like he is doing The Bachelor, and then eventually just says, instead of giving out roses at the end, just says, I did it. I learned how to talk to women. Goodbye. I'm closing the show. And all of the various people, including the host, who didn't realize it was a fake show for a bit, are just left in the mansion without him. He does not tell the host of that program that it is not real.
Oh, king shit.
And asks him in front of all the other models, hey man, have you ever had a 3-way? How does that go? Anyway, rehearsal's good.
Oh, fucking funny.
I just looked up this guy, so I'm like, okay, I recognize his face now looking at him. I don't think I've ever seen anything he's done, but I recognize him.
Anyway, the guy that people are rallying to the defense of is an absolute scumbag, who basically said that he was pretty sure he could make something happen with a woman who declared herself celibate at the beginning of the episode. He sucks.
Gross.
He also talked about how he crashed his car multiple times doing street racing in Portland. Tried to get behind
I hate the street racers. I hate those motherfuckers so much. I hate them so much.
Those motherfuckers were doing that outside of our rehearsal space at 6 p.m. in the evening when it wasn't even dark out over the summer under the bridge.
Anyway, long story short, yeah, fuck that guy from 3 local Portlanders. Fuck that dude, for real.
Super into number theory, kept pointing to literally random signs while Nathan Fielder was driving around with him and being like, 77, that promotes change.
Okay,
deeply annoying. Fuck that guy. Anyway, watching The Sopranos. Miss James Gandolfini. Rest in peace.
Nice transition.
Oh boy. All right.
Sorry, I know I took up a ton of time, but I've been watching a lot of media.
I mean, that's fun. The whole episode is going to be this. Like, also, as you know, Ben, Sneople is a longer show than any of the other shows we do. So, you know, that, and you and I talked about, you and I, watched a lot of the same stuff. So there's going to be some overlap here when we get to me. Helena, do you want to go next or do you want me to go next?
You can go next.
Okay, we'll just transition to me. We talked about a lot of the same stuff. I also watched Porco Rosso, as mentioned. I watched it separately because I was having a day and I wanted to watch Porco Rosso. I love that movie. Watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang again with Ben. Obviously, movie of my heart. Half my personality is based off it. I was sitting there half the time being like, I am so aware of Ben watching this movie right now and I'm trying to be cool about it. But we were watching it with our friend Johnny, who was doing the same thing. So, you know, it all worked out.
I was being observed.
Knives Out again.
I was being observed.
You were. Yeah, I was trying to be cool about it. I wasn't trying to be like, hey, Ben, what do you think about this scene? This is funny, right?
I felt like I was in the Panopticon, but it was just 2 different anyway.
Okay, motherfucker. Nice. That was fucking funny. Yeah. Watched Knives Out again. Always good. Yeah. I'm going to do all the Star Wars in a row. I think I mentioned on the last episode that I have been, with friend of the show, Madeline, watching a lot of Star Wars again, showing her little sister Star Wars, who has already seen it, but, like, you know. So, watched Revenge of the Sith, Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, and Empire Strikes Back. The Clone Wars, the movie, which is basically just a very long episode of the show, and some of the show. We also finished watching The Bad Batch. It's been a very Star Wars heavy summer for me. I also started my Star Wars rewatch, which I've talked about in previous episodes, so really it's just been all Star Wars all the time. Also finished Kenobi, so really just all Star Wars all the time. Rewatch Stay Alive, the 2006 horror movie, which is not good, but I love it. And then, let's see what else. And I watched Lady Hawk again, which I had not seen in a minute. You and I watched that with Madeline many, many years ago. And
so good.
Still holds up. Still great. It's so 80s. It's such an
so
80s
80s.
fantasy movie, but it's so good.
Oh, this one.
Synth score. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Ben, Rutger Hauer. Have you seen
Featuring Rutger Hauer.
Oh, I love Rutger Hauer.
He's really good.
No,
And
I've never
Matthew
seen
Broderick?
it.
Yeah.
Matthew
Rutger
Broderick,
Hauer,
Michelle Pfeiffer,
Michelle
Rutger Hauer,
Pfeiffer.
Richard
Yeah.
Donner?
Yeah, this
Richard
movie's
Donner,
good
yeah.
as fuck, dude.
He's the guy who ate all those people during the Oregon Trail.
Yes, that's so true.
You're
He
so
also
right.
managed to direct Superman too. At the
No,
same time.
I
It's
know.
Crazy. I
I know what he
you
really
know.
did.
I know you know.
Yeah, the Donner
Connect to the
cut was when they
dots.
started. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. When Clark
Also, that
could
was
eat
not during
people.
the... Oh, that was during the Oregon Trail, you're right. It took me a second. I got it confused with something else. What do I look like? Someone who listens to true crime? Yeah, we should watch Lady Hawk, dude. It's really good.
Sure.
They have rules.
Rut-
Lady Hawk
So-
rules.
So it doesn't sound like I'm just getting super hyped up about Rutger Hauer, a Dutch actor.
I mean,
who passed
to be
away
fair, I get it, though.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Rutger Hauer is Roy Batty from Blade Runner, if people
Yeah,
who are
he's
listening
my
don't know that.
wife in that movie.
Yes.
He's the love of my life.
And therefore
Yeah, he's...
is the guy who said, some of the best lines from Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe, etc.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about him. We talked about him at least when we talked about Blade Runner, but we've talked about him a decent
Yeah,
amount on the
because
show, I
he's
think.
my favorite part of Blade Runner, yeah.
He's really
So we
good.
definitely
He's
talked
really good
about
at this
it.
movie. He's just a good actor. Or
He's just good.
was.
Maybe, yes. I also think he's incredible as Abram Van Helsing in Dracula 3D.
Oh my god. That's a movie.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to watch that. At least he's in
By
it.
Dario Argento himself, master of horror. Hey Ben,
That's
do you know what the letterbox rating is for that movie?
Oh.
It's just a fun little trivia fact. Doesn't necessarily mean anything, but do you want to know what it is?
Oh, is it... Helena, is it between 1 and 2 stars?
You're so right. It is 1.4.
That's about 2 less stars than I'd give it.
Yeah.
Dracula turns into a praying mantis in that movie.
Baller. I remember that part.
You know, any movie that has 3D in the title, I just kind of generally assume is not going to be good.
Why not?
Oh, just a bias. I don't know. A hunch.
Past experience?
Anyway, unfortunately, I'm going to have to watch that at some point, so good to be prepared for that one.
Maddie, I am 0% kidding when I say this. I have been recommending it since 2020.
Why?
I think it's good. I think it's a fun... No, I don't. I think it's a fun time.
Yeah,
I'm
do you
removing
think
my
it's
irony.
fun, or do you think it's good?
Also, the guy that plays Dracula is Baron von Strucker in Winter Soldier and Age of Ultron.
Wild.
That's fun.
Crossover event of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, we should watch Lady Hawk.
Anyway,
Moving on.
Oh, sorry. Was that the takeaway of this conversation?
Yeah.
Yes. So as I mentioned multiple times, I watched Point Break today. You know that movie that they reference in Hot Fuzz, where he points a gun at this guy and yells and shoots a bunch? Turns out that happens in the middle of Point Break, which I did not realize. Thought that was an end of the movie shot, because you look at it and you think that's an end of the movie shot, right? No, it's the middle of the movie. That movie has like 5 endings.
No, it's because he's got to come back from that. That's the character low point.
Is it?
I don't know.
He
I've never seen
continues
the
to
movie.
have... Okay, great. Here's a little spoiler for you about Point Break 1991. He keeps having low points from there on out. About
cops.
20 minutes after that, the movie takes a real sharp turn, and things just get really bad really fast for everybody involved.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild. But I had a good time. Keanu Reeves is at his Keanu Reevesest. It is extremely 90s.
That's why I like the whips.
Love it.
I love a 90s Keanu Reeves movie, it must be said.
Mhm.
And Patrick Swayze is there. He's, like, fine. Watched Deep Blue Sea yesterday, which we have talked about on this podcast to length, but by God, I'm really glad I finally saw it. I could not tell you whether I would prefer that or Dracula 2000. I think that it's one of those situations where, like, they're both winners to me. You know, there's 2 girls up on this stage, and they're both winners.
It's an impossible choice. It truly is.
It really is. Yeah, I could not pick between them. They are both so beloved to me. The title drop really took me off guard, where they're like, Ben, have you seen Deep Blue Sea?
I've seen that clip.
Okay, where they're up there, they've like escaped the fucking shark or whatever. There's the one shark left, and they look at the fence, and he realizes the shark's trying to escape. Duh. It says that it's like in her heart she's yearning through the deep blue sea. Just killed me. Just eliminated me. Holy shit.
Favorite part
LL Cool J is easily the best part of that movie.
Best part of the movie. I do enjoy when Samuel L. Jackson is like, here's what we're gonna do. And then a gigantic shark leaps up from behind him out of the water and eats him and chomps him.
I saw a clip of that scene before I saw the movie. I was talking about it with my dad, and he was like, yeah, it's very funny. And we watched it, and I was like, that's incredible. But watching it in the context and realizing that there's still like half of the movie left to go was great. I was like, wow, there's so much more stuff to happen. The fact that he confessed just like off the cuff to like murder, right?
Yeah.
You didn't need to say that, my guy.
No.
Anyway. Those sharks look so bad.
It looked very bad. And so you kind of want to be like, oh, I'm really sad that this guy's dying. I'm really sad that this person's dying. And then you're like...
They all kind of sucked.
But
not
they
all of them.
all suck. Well, not
a couple of them were pretty cool.
Girlfriend.
She was cool.
She was cool.
The tower lady was cool, but she died immediately, so whatever.
Yeah. She was cool, did die.
The maid hero guy...
Yeah.
Yeah, Carter, who, went to jail. He was cool. He was, the only efficient guy there. And then LL Cool J, who was also a preacher, which was a fun twist.
Mm-hmm.
That was, he was also the chaplain, I'm assuming.
That's why he had the rosary with him, you know.
Yeah. Rip to the parrot. That was a bummer. Very funny that he did not have a name for that parrot, only called it Bird. Anyway, Deep Blue Sea is the film of all time. That is my conclusion. Yeah. Watched Paprika, as talked about. Watched Twister for the first time. I watched a lot of things that came out in the 80s and 90s that people are, really into. I had a lot of free time. Twister's really fucking fun, but as somebody who lives in a state that does not experience tornadoes, it was a horror movie for me also. I was like, wow, these are really powerful, aren't they?
One of my favorite genres of film, which is 90s movies about action scientists.
Yeah, exactly. This is a great double feature with Jurassic Park.
Twister, Jurassic Park.
Is Bill Paxton in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
He is. He's the love interest.
And
sort of.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, they're divorced, or they're married, going to get divorced. He has another girl he brings along, and then she's like, man, you're too in love with tornadoes for me, and then dumps his ass, and they get married together.
And let's not forget Philly Seymour Hoffs.
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
Oh god, who else? It's one of those movies that I looked at the IMDb list and I was like, wow, Helen Hunt, everybody's in this movie. Alan Ruck is in this movie randomly. Just a random bit part as their guy who is you gotta take the whatever to get to the tornado faster. Yeah, very fun.
Leans over to my date. That's
Elwes.
The Succession.
Carrie Elwes plays the rival scientist who's doing it. He's just in it for the money, man.
Of course he is.
He loves to play an asshole in a 90s movie.
Anthony Rapp is in this movie?
Yeah! I'm telling you, everybody is in this fucking movie.
Jake Busey?
I watched it and I was like, I understand why this is kind of a cult classic, and also everybody's in this movie. Everybody was like, yeah, I'll sign on for Twister, the movie they later made sort of a write about at Universal.
Gotta tell Matty about that yesterday.
Yeah, very funny. We watched a ride-along video of it, which is a really generous term for people standing in a room watching video screens. Watched No Time to Die, finally, which, it was fine. It wasn't... I liked it more than Spectre. Yeah. And I did cry. Once again, I'm a bitch, but It was fine. Yeah, Ben?
This is my entire Letterboxd review, but I just want to follow it up here verbally for all of you out there who don't follow my Letterboxd.
Sure.
That movie contains the line, Blofeld's eyeball activated.
Yeah,
It does.
That's it.
Yeah.
It does.
That's all I really need out of a Bond movie.
Yeah. It was a very, it was a very Bond movie in the way that the Daniel Craig Bond movies have not really been.
Mm-hmm.
And also, on the other side of the coin, was extremely not. It was interesting. Anna de Armas kicked ass. She needed a bigger part.
She was great.
Of all the things they could have cut out of that movie, maybe they should have given her a bigger part in exchange, because she was really good.
At one point, Blofeld is shuffled forward to James Bond, and it appears he's sitting in a small phone booth.
Yeah, he's in a weird little cage, like a shark cage, almost.
And it's very clear they're trying to do the Silence of the Lambs thing.
Yes.
Where he's like too dangerous to be let out.
But the fucking front is just whole ass open.
But the front is just whole ass open, and he's like politely seated. Instead of like right up at the glass or whatever, doing like, hello, Clarice. And then also it's kind of supposed to be, that really cool scene in Skyfall where Javier Bardem's character, whose name I'm suddenly forgetting.
I don't remember what
I
know what scene you're talking about, I think.
Sylvia. Yeah. Where he like comes down out of the elevator and he's like, oh, Mr. Bond, did I ever tell you about the rats on the island?
Yeah.
In an accent that's better than that. And he's like, oh, by the end, all they eat are rats and no longer coconuts. And then he touches Bond's thigh. But he like times it.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yes, but he times it perfectly from the time he like leaves the elevator to when he gets like right up into Bond's face. And then so it's just cool that they did it again, but worse.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of the summation of No Time to Die. Is like for the Craig Bond movies, I had a theory of like they were doing kind of a Star Trek. It would be good, bad, right? So I figured by the time they got to this one, it would be good again. And they got like halfway there, where I was like, this was fine. I would probably watch it again, but like not like serious. It would be something where like I would put it on in the background while me and my friends were drinking or whatever. It's fine. I would not probably watch Spectre again, but like...
Jeffrey Wright was enjoyable in No Time to Die, I thought.
It's one of those things where there's a lot of the people who are in that movie are doing the best with what they got. It's just that the story of that movie is not great. The location's stunning. A lot of the costumes, pretty cool. The action scenes, dope. Like, the trappings of it are all pretty cool, and the story is just kind of like... Which was also my issue with Spectre, was like, a lot of the stuff happening in this movie, pretty cool to look at. Bummer that the story just, like, sucks, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's really trying. I love Rami Malek. I think he's great. I think that he got given... I do not understand what his character's motivation was at all. He was like, I'm evil. And I'm like, cool, why? And it's like, because I am. And I'm like, you know what? Honestly, that's the motivation for a lot of Bond villains. I do respect that. But on the other hand... Cool.
Welcome to my little poison garden, Mr. Bond.
Which is a cool concept for a character. If there was anything beyond, I want to commit just like tons of genocide. Why?
Secret little poison garden, Mr. Bond. Your mistakes have.
Because my dad's dead, and it's like
he just wants to have a poison garden. I mean,
and be a creep.
Really? Yeah, and be a total creep.
I saw that in a movie theater that didn't have the best sound mixing.
Oh boy!
Which means anytime somebody, not to name any names, Rami Malek, whisper talked.
He was doing the fucking Jupiter Ascending, like.
Did you see?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
What's the
I'll
movie
finish my
that's
sentence
also
in a second,
part of the arcade?
No, I saw. Well, whatever. I'll fucking say it at the Moreland down in Selwood.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Because I was gonna say I saw Ocean's 11 at the what's the one that's in the arcade? There's a movie theater that's part of an arcade in Portland.
I know what you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Ocean's 8 there.
8.
Sorry, not Ocean's 11.
I was gonna say you would not have seen Ocean's 11.
No, the sound was bad, but now I know that the Moreland too apparently
is also good.
Once again, feel free to cut this. The Moreland can best be described as cavernous.
Yeah, rough.
Which means anytime anyone was whisper talking, it was just like, you see, Bond, my plan is that...
Yeah. Hello?
What? What's the plan?
Yeah, he was doing an Eddie Redmayne in Jupiter Ascending, like, having filleted the universe kind of thing, which, like, is always funny to me, right? But I think generally is not a great pick for any villain. I think it is too hard to parse, even if I, personally, find it funny.
But you know who's in that movie?
Who's in that movie?
My beloved Billy Magnuson, who plays the idiot in Game Night.
Really?
Does he play the fucking,
He plays like a CIA operative.
Yes. He was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Jeffrey
That
Wright's
whole
assistant
sequence.
in that.
Oh my
movie.
god, that's why I recognized him. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, he's the idiot from
That
Game
whole
Night who's like...
sequence.
Yeah, he's the himbo in Game Night. A
Yeah.
good movie.
Who does that incredible line of, she's from she's from England. Well, Ireland. Well, same island. No, it's not. Which is one of the greatest exchanges in comedy cinema.
Yeah. Hell no, that movie is good, actually.
I know.
As someone
I
who
have
took
been
too
so
long to
meaning
be convinced to watch it. Yeah.
3
Anyway,
bags
so
of
No
Tostitos
Time to Die
scoops, I
was-
see.
Yeah. No Time to Die was mid. There we go. Full summary. I watched John Carpenter's The Fog. Once again, it's a tight 90 minutes. John Carpenter, my man, I love you. You're the best.
Love you.
Great, shocking considering it's called The Fog. Great fog effects. Holy Moses. So good. Well, I think fog effects are really easy to fuck up, so the fact that he just killed it was like, thank you. The bar is so high, and you did in fact step over it. My dude, my man, I love you.
See, I haven't seen The Fog, so whenever I think of that title and that movie, I always think of the Eddie Izzard bit in oh my god, why am I forgetting the name? Dressed to Kill. His stand-up routine where he's talking about visiting San Francisco, and he's like, I saw The Fog in that movie, and I thought that was just like a movie thing, but no, your fog actually moves that fast, like The Fog in John Carpenter's The Fog. So that's what I'm going to think of when I see that movie, probably. It's fine.
Yeah, so now you'll understand when you watch that movie. Yeah, it moves fucking fast. Also didn't really think about that, but you're right. Watched The Sea Beast, which I'm sure we'll talk about more. That was fun. Once again, I could have been watching How to Train Your Dragon, but like, I had a good time. It's one of those things where I was watching it and I'm like, this is something I would have been really into when I was a kid. This kind of like specific. I really liked the Sinbad movie, the animated DreamWorks one, and this is right up the same alley of like any of the ocean shit. I love that. I love Jared Harris. I love Carl Urban. Like, I showed it. I love Carl Urban. I showed it to my nephew. He was enraptured.
Yeah.
At some point, I'll show him How to Train Your Dragon. But, you know.
Yeah, it's like, there are parts of it I really loved. I really liked, I think Madeline actually said this when we mentioned it in the Discord, like, the last third of it was kind of like, it kind of just resolved itself too quickly. Yeah. But I loved everything that was building up to it, and like and I loved the character work was really fun for a CGI movie too, which is like my biggest complaint about like CGI animation is just sometimes a lot of things. I mean, I know this is
great, interesting character designs. As my mom pointed out, I was watching it with my mom and my nephew, and she was like, "Wow, there's like a lot of women on that boat," and I was like, "Yeah," and there's like racial diversity, and there's like. You know, it's something that is still cool to see.
Yeah.
I mean, also,
they were interesting. Sorry,
they were interesting, yeah.
Isn't that some of the highest praise you can, like, lob at a movie like that, is just to say, I would have gone nuts for this as a kid?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I felt about... Yeah. I saw Kubo for the first time last year. That's how I felt about that.
Yeah, what a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's got two strings.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, this is a Netflix animated movie. My expectations were not very high, but like, do kids like it? That's what matters. And like, I enjoyed it. Once again, is it perfect? No, but I can tell that like this is something I would have had a nostalgia filter for if it had come out when we were kids.
Yeah. Fun story about Kubo and the Two Strings, I believe, is that Matty and I saw that on the same day, but at different theaters. And I believe I texted you about it, and we got out, and I was like, yeah, I cried really hard at the end of Kubo and the Two Strings, and you're like, bitch, so did I. And we got out kind of like the same time for that, and that's what I was going to think about when I think about Kubo.
I forgot about that, but you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Killed me. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, so saw Heat, saw Dog Day Afternoon, saw Die Another Day. In my notes, parentheses, this is Helena's fault.
Hey, okay.
We'll get into this more in a second, because I think we're going to want to talk about maybe that more. Because the last two things I have on here is I watched Scream 3 and Scream 2, back to back. I love the Scream movies. I'm wearing my Scream shirt right now. Like, there's nothing else to be said. I like Scream.
It's a good franchise.
Huh?
It's a good franchise. Those movies get cornier.
It's a good
and
franchise.
Not much worse.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's a horror series pairing horror series by a guy who's very good at that. Who's like a master of horror.
Yeah, who made like
It's
5
easy.
other really good horror movies.
Yeah, it's an easy pickup for me. Like,
Yeah. I like the part in Scream 2 where they're doing a play.
yeah, very good.
I like the part in Scream 2 when they're in the movie theater in the very beginning.
Yeah, God,
That part's like legit scary.
It's scary. It's really good. Yeah.
Helena,
Yeah.
have you watched Scream 2, one of the greatest Wes Craven movies?
Have you
Have you
seen
watched
any of the
Scream 1?
Scream movies?
I've only seen the first one, and it was years ago.
Yeah.
Not
I think it's worth
intentionally.
watching.
I haven't been like, I don't want to watch Scream. I just like haven't never got to it.
I mean, that's how I felt about them until I watched them, and it turns out they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched, like, the end of Scream many, many years ago, and then finally saw it with a couple friends of mine, and was like, oh, fuck, these are good, huh? And then finally watched 2 and 3, and I have 4 on a DVD I got at a sidewalk sale, so I'm going to watch that, and then we will watch 5, presumably. I also started watching Trigun, which is that, like, 90s anime, very good. They just announced they're going to make a new series, and I was like, fuck, I should probably watch Trigun, huh? It's a 90s anime. I love that shit. It's good. I love anime. What else is new? Let's talk about Die Another Day.
Let's talk about Die Another Day. So, I got this movie from the library because Toby Stephens is in it.
Yeah, he
plays
is.
the bad guy in it, and that's literally the only thing that I knew about it. And actually, that's still kind of the only thing I know about it. Because
That movie was baffling.
we watched it. There were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us watching it at the same time.
Yeah.
And about like, I want to say like about an hour into this movie, which is about 2 hours and 22 minutes long. We were like, okay, vibe check. Does anybody have any idea what the plot of this fucking movie is? And we were all just like,
And none of us
nah,
did.
dude. We had no idea what the fucking plot was. Still, there was something about
And we never
North Korea
found out.
and diamonds and an ice palace, and Halle Berry was
GNA.
there. She was hot.
DNA sequencing stuff,
DNA
I guess.
sequencing, face-off situations where people's faces.
There
were
was that
being
really
changed.
long, very cool fencing scene where they almost killed each other.
Yes, that was good.
That was great. Yeah,
Rosamund
we watched
Pike
this on
was
my
there.
birthday, and I got blamed for this, but really this was both of our faults.
Yes,
I think it was
because
a fun...
I suggested it.
Yeah, and I said yes. So this was both of us. I think it was a good, like, watch with your friends, goof around, like, at a party birthday watch, where it's like,
Yeah.
none of us know what's happening. There's a lot of action sequences. There's a lot of stuff to poke fun at.
Mm-hmm.
We all love Toby Stephens.
We all love Toby Stephens.
Worked out, you know?
He truly
boy.
is, he's giving it 100%.
110%. Yeah. My God.
Because when does he ever give less, right? So he's just
True.
giving it everything, and you're like, this is a great movie. And then when he's there, you're like, oh, this is a great movie. Or that, when he's there, you're like, oh, this is like a pretty good film. And then when he's gone, you're like, oh, this movie sucks.
Oh, never mind. This movie sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty rough.
Yep.
Insane film. Like, actually kind of an insane film. There's stuff that I'm, like, forgetting about it, and then I think about details, and I'm like, that's insane.
It's crazy
did
that
that.
at one point they were at one of those hotels that was just all ice. And I think they were trying to do that, like, break the sound barrier plane thing. Am I remembering that?
God.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
at one
no,
point he
you
was
are.
harnessing, like, fucking the power of the sun or some shit. Like, there was a laser.
Yeah.
What was the plot of that movie?
Yeah,
We
at one
watched
point, I
the
think he
whole
surfs.
thing.
He surfs at one point, but they're in the Arctic. there's a point
Halle Berry's very hot in that movie. People were so mad about her being in that movie, but she was one of the better parts.
Fuck off. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, because people are racist. It was
through a copy of The Art of War, which was badass,
which was cool.
While they're on a plane that is crashing, very excellent. But you know, the rest of the movie,
oofta,
ouch my bones. Not great.
I have I've never seen it. I used to listen religiously to the James Bonding podcast, which was the Matt Gorley, Matt Myra podcast from years ago, in which they went through the Bond movies episode by episode. And I know this one is universally reviled. Yeah. I always love movies and franchises that are so bad they have to reboot the franchise. Because this was the last... this was the last Brosnan. Then they took like 5 years off, and then they were like, all right, Craig...
Yeah, right. Helena, do you remember when this came out when we were kids? I remember this movie coming out. This was maybe the first Bond I remember coming out. Because I remember all the kerfuffle about Halle Berry being the Bond girl. Yeah, but I remember this, and then I remember there being seemingly the world's longest pause between movies, and then they did Casino Royale. And I was like, they do new Bonds? Are there, because we were pretty young at the time. Yeah, nope. A movie so bad they just had to start over and take an entirely different tone.
I think there are a couple of prime examples of those. See also Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Followed by a 7-year pause and then Batman Begins. Where it's like, different tone, different director, different actor. Let's fuck that. Sorry, we're sorry.
No, I'm sorry. What a
this
shame.
is a me-only reference, but they did this with Lupin the Third also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They took a 20-year pause before they made another series.
What's interesting is that we're probably and not to oh gosh, I could be very dangerous to reference this. This could be the direction that they're going with Sherlock.
In what way? Clarify.
Because it's been I feel like it's been a while now since that episode that was like so bad that the fandom collectively pretended
Sherlock
like there was
the
a secret fourth episode. Sherlock the show.
Okay.
Entirely separate from, which is maybe a different thing because it's like, legacy franchise of a different franchise, quote unquote. But like, it's been a minute. And I know that they have like long hiatuses because it's British television, but it's been a minute.
Hold on, pause. Do you think they're going to make more of BBC Sherlock the show?
I don't.
Because my thought was they're done. They were like, okay, enough of this then. Do you think they're going to keep making more?
I don't know.
I think an important...
Stephen Moffat just fucking does whatever the fuck he wants. Because he's a bad man.
I think an important caveat to this process of movies that cancel franchises is it has to belong to one studio. In which case MGM is like, fuck, we're sorry about Bond. Because there was a Bond movie every 3 years continually since Sean Connery up until that point, and then there was a 6-year gap, and then they made a new one.
Bowser, that's bad.
Yeah. Whereas Sherlock, belonging to the public domain, there just hasn't been another high-profile Sherlock something in a while.
No, because they're waiting for me to do my adaptation.
Of course.
Obviously.
Of course.
Yes, John Boyega. And
or for the third Guy Ritchie movie, yeah.
Or for the third Guy Ritchie movie directed by Dexter Fletcher, which is coming.
Yeah. And I know this movie is a little more popular in this circle than it is to the general public, but that kind of happened with Spider-Man 3. Where they kind of went, oh shit, sorry.
More popular.
Yeah, marginally.
Yeah.
Y'all talked kind of favorably about it in your Spider-Man episode last year.
Yeah. That was also
I think this is more of an bad
sabotage.
parentheses affectionate
right
than anything else.
Yes. Sabotage from the beginning too, in a way. I feel like Spider-Man 3 is 2/3 of a good movie. Anyway, continue.
Or do you remember when they made that big announcement, Universal Monsters, The Dark Universe? And then that Tom Cruise Mummy movie came out and they were like, shit, no, we're sorry, my bad.
Oh. I didn't realize they made a whole kerfuffle about... I remember that, but I don't remember they had made a whole kerfuffle about the rest of it.
Oh, yeah. So the whole point of The Dark Universe was that they were trying to create a collected to combat the MCU, I guess, a collected one, like, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen style, all the Universal monsters are connected thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that included Dracula Untold, which starred the guy who plays Bard in Hobbit and Gaston in Beauty and the Beast, the live-action one. What's his name? Luke Evans.
Luke Evans. Yes.
Dracula Untold, also known as Racist
Oh, the Invisible
Dracula.
Man was part of this.
It was supposed to be, yes.
I'm on
With
Wiki
Elizabeth
right
Moss?
now.
Yeah.
2020, yeah.
What?
So it was supposed to be Dracula Untold. They had plans. They did photo shoots, like Vanity Fair cover photo shoots to announce the Dark Universe. And like,
Maddie is reading something shocking right now. What's up, dude?
go ahead, Maddie.
No, let Ben finish.
Oh, and like, so they did this huge thing. Like, Circus was involved. Fucking Johnny Depp was involved. Tom Cruise is like, I'm gonna do the Mummy movie. Tom Cruise. That's how
Just
he
like
sounds.
that.
Whatever. Yeah.
Scientology, Thetans. I love to just jump out of planes. We're professionals on this set. Whatever. And then that Mummy movie came out. And no one liked it. And it wasn't good. And Russell Crowe is in that movie. And I'm trying to remember really quick who he plays.
Wow.
Yeah. Mummy 2017, give it to me. Feed it to me like grapes.
Can you believe that movie came out in 2017? It feels like it came out much more recently than that.
Yeah, let me just find it. Ah, yes, Russell Crowe. Does anyone want to guess the name of Russell Crowe's character in the movie The Mummy?
No,
Is it
I'm
Imhotep?
nervous.
What was that, Helena?
Is it Imhotep? Does he play the fucking...
No, he plays Dr. Henry
Like
Jekyll.
No!
They were
I see.
they were trying so hard to do an interconnected universal horror monster universe that would involve Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Mummy, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I guess the Invisible Man. And that Mummy movie came out, and that was the fastest I have ever seen a studio go, shit, we're sorry, I'm trying to delete it.
Now,
The thing is,
Maddie,
like,
what did you...
I cannot think of almost any universe where that would be cool.
No, it sucks, conceptually.
Like, that's such a
Yeah.
bad idea. Okay,
Are
so
the
let me
monsters
read
supposed to team up?
Let me read to you the list of upcoming films here. Let me warn you, this list is going to go on for much longer than you think it will. So The Mummy 2017, The Invisible Man 2020, Bride of Frankenstein, Dark Army, Renfield, The Invisible Woman, Monster Mash, Frankenstein, Little Monsters, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Van Helsing, The Wolfman, Dracula, finally, as we bring in these other guys first, Phantom of the Opera, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Invisible Man 2, and The Scorpion King.
Now, I have
What?
questions. I have so many questions. First of all, I saw The Invisible Man with Elizabeth Moss. That was a good film. I didn't realize it was connected to this other shame project. They already kind of did this back in the 30s. Because Bride and Frankenstein was like this, not a larger multiverse bullshit, but it was like, you know,
Abbott
a
and
sequel
Costello.
that didn't exist. Yes, exactly. Abbott and Costello made Frankenstein, and like there was like they made Dracula and the Wolfman and whatever, and like there was the Invisible Man Returns, and you know, like they did this shit already. They were gonna do a remake of The Bride of Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they were going to do a remake or if they were just going to do that concept.
I think
All of those said pre-production in development, and to be announced, just for reference. So clearly somebody's holding on hope somewhere.
They need to
If
stop.
only the Wikipedia editors.
I think, yeah, and so what happened with Invisible Man is they were like, once they abandoned that, they were like, rewrite the script. We're still financing it, but rewrite it. Start over.
Ugh.
Just make it a
and
different
that's
movie, yeah.
how we got the 2020 Elizabeth,
It
whatever.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, I
Also-
hear people really liked it.
Notable that Jekyll and Hyde was not on that list of movies I just read, despite the fact that obviously that was part of the tie-in they were going to do.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because
Extremely Kronk voice. Yeah, weird. I think
Russell
there's
Crowe's been in some really shitty movies, huh? Anyway,
He's been
sorry,
in
I
some really
love you.
shitty
Okay.
movies specifically recently.
Yeah.
What's up, boss?
I don't want to like super overanalyze this, but I think this doesn't
No,
work
this
in
is
like
just a podcast now.
Yeah, no.
I think there's like 3 reasons that doesn't work. And it's, one, is that they went up there like fucking Kevin Feige and tried to announce a timeline before they even made the first one. Like doing that thing where they put like, Avengers 6 coming 2025. Right. And they just did like Phantom of the Opera, boom, and expected people to go nuts for it like they did the Infinity Gauntlet. And no, that's really not how that works, man. You actually have to prove you know what you're doing a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta build up some suspense before you all of a sudden you're like, Hunchback.
Or you gotta tap into the musical theater nerds. Like, you have to find something.
Specifically, I always find it weird when DC is like, Nightwing, and we're like, who's in it?
Who gives a shit?
2024. Like, okay, is there a director? Nightwing's in 2024, right? But who's in it? Like, you cannot just ask your graphic design team to whip up a title. That is not a movie.
Yeah.
2, all of these movies are ostensibly based off of their villains? So,
yes.
Are the villains, they either die at the end of the movie or they all team up? And I think both of those sound dumb. If you're trying to build a franchise... If you're trying to build a franchise out of the Phantom...
Yeah, how do you do something along the lines of what they've been doing with, like, Suicide Squad or Harley Quinn or whatever, where you have to make them the villains of their story, but you have to make them the protagonists somehow. How are you going to do that with Dracula, I almost said, and then I had a flash of every Dracula movie I've ever seen in my mind's eye.
Like, at one point, like...
They keep trying, is the answer!
And it's kind of the same thing with, like, Sony's weird Spider-Man villain, like, spin-offs that they're doing. It's like, no... At what point... Hey, is Kraven the villain of this movie? Is Dr. Michael Morbius the villain of this movie? What's happening here?
Yeah.
Like, when does that pivot happen?
That turned out.
I forgot they were doing a Kraven.
And the third thing is kind of what Helena already said, was like, yeah, they did that in the 30s. And, like, you can do stuff like Dracula meets the Phantom of the Opera meets Frankenstein meets Abbott and Costello. And I'm like, oh yeah, the 30s. You can't do that in 2021.
And also, like, not everything needs to be, and I know that this is, like, sacrilege in terms of if I turned to Hollywood right now and said this, I would be thrown into a pit or whatever. Like, not everything needs to be a crossover multiverse. I think for a lot of things, it just doesn't work. It works specifically for comics, because superhero comics, have a long-standing tradition of doing exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
There's
anything else is not going to pay off.
In the Marvel comics, they didn't have to be like, so what if we introduced a multiverse to the Marvels? It was already in the comics
from the 70s.
Yeah,
from the 70s. So like, why? Yeah. Anyway,
even DC doesn't really have anything equivalent. It's got like its own. It's got what's that Batman? That, like, Batman Metal or whatever.
Oh,
like, it's
yeah,
got,
there's,
like, alternate universes or whatever, right? But
it has remarkably few. It's, like, it's Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, and then there's the Dark Multiverse
it's not, like,
or whatever.
Yeah.
The
Marvel specifically is built for shit like this. Nothing else really is. And that's great! That's fine! My god! Anyway...
Also, like, we like this kind of movie. It's called Godzilla vs. Kong, and that movie is fully aware of how dumb it is. I do not expect The Mummy versus, like, Frankenstein to be on the same level of, like, self-aware stupidity.
I feel like it has to specifically be The Mummy versus Frankenstein, or it has to, like, Jason versus Freddy, or whatever. Like, it has to be the two villains in, like, a Jason Goes to Hell. Like, Jason awful face-off shit. It can't be like, cool, now the Mummy and the Creature from the Black Lagoon are working together for what?
In the movie Godzilla...
is that the Mummy, as far as I know, because I have not seen the original 30s Mummy with Boris Karloff, I've only seen the amazing 1999 remake, as we all know, which is amazing.
Of course.
The Mummy is very much the villain. The Creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein are my best friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the Creature from the Black Lagoon also does not necessarily fit into that group, like, has done nothing wrong. Same with Frankenstein.
They're all kind of, with the exception of the Invisible Man, like, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, even the Phantom of the Opera to a certain extent, and to a certain extent the Mummy, if you want to stretch it that far, are, like, villains with villains with, like, okay, I understand what their motivations are. They're kind of misunderstood. Right. With the exception of the Invisible Man, who was just a masked little man. He's just a nasty little man, and Dracula.
They both suck ass, yeah.
Like, and this little man is just like a nasty scientist man who like murders a bunch of people for no reason. Because he's like, now I can be invisible. I'm gonna use it to do murder. That's literally the plot of Little Man.
And I can root for Quasimodo, and I can maybe root for the Phantom, kinda. but I like
plenty of people do.
My empathy stops at the Wolfman.
Yeah, no. And the thing, like,
that's the other thing about
we have to get into. I have to.
We have not even touched Helena's talk yet. We need to move on.
I'm so sorry for bringing up the Dark Universe.
But
okay,
like, really
so Ben, we're gonna have you on for next episode, and we're just gonna continue having this conversation, I guess.
They did make a Wolfman movie in 2010, and it was bad. Anyway, what have I seen? Jesus Christ. Are you done, Maddie? Did you finish?
I did. Because my last thing I dropped was Die Another Day, and somehow we went from Die Another Day to the Dark Universe, so I don't know what happened there, but... Because
it was franchises that end.
Oh, that's... Right, because the franchise was so bad that they had to reboot it, and that's, okay, yes.
So, I really quickly was fast thinking. So I rewatched Rear Window with Leia, because Leia hadn't seen it yet, and we had a really good time. That's a great movie. We should watch that sometime.
Yeah.
That's good. I rewatched The Godfather because fucking is The Godfather, and I'll be rewatching it again tomorrow with Maddie, which is going to be great. So excited! And I'm going to be getting... I said that like a housewife in like a...
Oh my god, I'm so excited!
Sitcom. I'm going to buy alcohol. I rewatched Jurassic Park because...
the indulgence.
I know, right? So, I rewatched Jurassic Park because I found a guy up in Manhattan where I work who was selling used DVDs on the street for real cheap, and I was like, cool, I don't have any cash on me right now, but I'm gonna snag this, I'm gonna snag this, and I'm gonna snag this when I come back. And when I came back, there was a man who was there who had this huge stack of DVDs, including every single one that I was eyeing. He had RoboCop, he had Titanic, he had a bunch of shit. I was like, this,
motherfucker.
So all I was left with, tragically, was a special edition widescreen DVD of Jurassic Park. Oh, woe is me! But
our best friend Jurassic Park,
our best friend Jurassic Park. So I watched that because I had to break in the new DVD. I rewatched AI Artificial Intelligence, which is a movie I have not seen since I was a child and always thought was like not good. Wrong. It's a masterpiece. Watch it.
I've never seen it.
It's good. Jude Law plays an android who is also a prostitute. It's fun.
I love that for him. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's very good. Haley Joel Osment is really good in it. Kind of maddening.
Wild.
Yeah. Love his work on What We Do in the Shadows. Hello, King. Hope you listen to the podcast. I obviously rewatched Jaws and Dante Afternoon. I rewatched The Fly, David Cronenberg's The Fly, another movie from my childhood that I thought was like, I don't like this, but turns out it's a masterpiece.
No, The Fly kicks ass.
Gross as hell. So
we
good,
know somebody who worked on it. Yeah,
we do know somebody who I haven't met them personally.
I do.
Degrees of Separation.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He won an Oscar for that, didn't he?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, he's the guy who designed The Fly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
It's incredible.
That movie's
work.
fucking disgusting. It's so good.
It's so nasty. Gina Davis is amazing in it. It's a really strong pro-choice movie. Love it. Really good to watch that in this environment.
This day and age, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be
I was pretty good for like... What?
Not to be a Cronenberg enthusiast, but Maddie, we should watch Videodrome sometime.
Yeah, I know, dude. We should.
That's all.
Love Cronenberg.
I want to see it so bad.
Don't be ashamed to be a Cronenberg enthusiast.
Yeah.
On this podcast. We love Cronenberg. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I was good for most of it. And then there's a scene where he's, like, peeling off his fingernails. And I was like, bye. I'm going to go away now.
Well,
that shit always gets me. Just like a John Wick 3.
Just like in John Wick 3. I rewatched Little Women from 2019, a movie which I cried during the whole thing. And I saw that once in a movie theater with my mom when it came out. Cried a lot. And then I came away and then I didn't watch it for 3 years and I was like, maybe this isn't as good as I'm remembering. And actually it is as good as I remember it. And also Bob Odenkirk is there. So...
It's my king.
It's great. I rewatched Into the Woods, not the shitty movie adaptation, but the original Broadway cast production, like pro shot, basically, of it from the 90s. Fantastic. We love. Also cried a lot. And I rewatched Day for Night, which is another movie that I haven't seen since I was a kid, which is the Truffaut movie about these French people who are trying to make a movie and everything is going horribly wrong.
Like Super 8.
It's very fun, just like Super 8.
Wow.
It is in fact so very similar to the plot of Super 8, Maddie.
Just came forth
exactly
with
the
me.
same.
Wow. Yeah.
And Jean-Pierre Léaud is there, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm basically in Super 8. That's
This is basically Super 8. Yeah.
There's a scene where he comes out of a hotel room in his nightshirt and is like, "Can someone give me money for a whorehouse?" And he opens his hand out like that. And then there's like another scene where they're like, "Where'd he go?" He this character vanished, and they find him go-kart racing. Great film. Francois Truffaut is the king. Francois Truffaut apparently Jean-Luc Godard ended his friendship with Francois Truffaut over this movie because he was mostly, the primary reason that this argument started was because he didn't find it realistic that the director in the movie, played by Francois Truffaut, was not having sex. Because everybody else in the movie is sleeping with each other except for the director, and he's like, that's not realistic. And he got angry about it, and then Francois Truffaut wrote a reply letter, and then their friendship ended. Ripped in pieces. Oh, Godard, so annoying. And then for the first time, I watched Tampopo, which is the best movie I've ever seen in my entire fucking miserable life. It's a it's a ramen western as has been described. It's the best movie ever made. That's all you need to know. I also watched Dragon Inn, which was a fucking badass kung fu movie from the 1960s.
Hell yeah.
It fucking kicks ass. I watched Fire Island, which we talked about in the 2 episodes previous. This is something that I was going to watch.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I unexpectedly cried at the end, random, really suddenly, and I was like, "Oh, that's annoying."
What's the power of cinema, baby?
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful Mr. Darcy. Great Mr. Darcy. Great gowns, beautiful gowns. I watched Lost World Jurassic Park for the first time. It's sure a movie in which stuff happens. I can't believe they kill Richard Schiff like that. It really bums me out.
Hey, jog my memory.
Yeah.
Is Lost World the... Boy.
That's the second one, yeah?
Is that the one with William H. Macy?
No, that is the third one.
I'm sorry.
William H. Macy.
Fuck myself,
yes,
shall
and that's
I?
the one that Sam Neill comes back in, and this is the one where Jeff Goldblum is like, "I'm an action star now," and you're like,
"Are 2 and 3 good? Do I like them? Yes.
Yeah.
Am I fond of them?
Julianne Moore is there.
Yep.
Vince Vaughn randomly.
Vince Vaughn is randomly there. You're right. I forgot about that.
Pete Postlethwaite is there, which is great. Peter Stormare is there, which is very good. We love that. There's a lot of people in it, and there's some dinosaurs and T-Rexes, which is great.
Yep. These are all facts.
These are all facts that we know. I watched The Beaches of Agnes, which was great and beautiful, made me cry. I love her. Rest in peace. Her mind. I watched Distant Voices Still Lives, another one where I was just like, your mind. That one was another one that Pete Postlethwaite was in. Different performance. It was fun to watch that one so shortly after watching Lost World Jurassic Park and be like, wow, he really is just like one of the best actors ever because he can do both of these things. And I 100% whenever he's there, I'm just like, this is a movie that Pete Postlethwaite stars in and he is the leading role. And you're like, no, actually he's not. He's not. He's just a supporting role in both of these movies.
No, but he's the lead, yeah.
But he's the lead in this movie.
Excuse me.
In all seriousness, Distant Voices Still Lives is a beautiful film, and made me really excited to see Benediction, because I haven't seen any Terrence Davies movies before. And Benediction is this new one, and I really want to go see that one as well. Really just completely unique approach to filmmaking that I have never experienced before. Obviously, I watched Die Another Day. We've talked about that at length. I watched A Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time.
Yes.
Yep.
So good.
Because I had plans that fell through, and I was like, oh, it's late. You know what I can do is watch like a 90-minute horror movie on Netflix.
That's right. Specifically about, like, sleeping, which is fun to watch late at night.
Which is great to watch late at night.
Me and Paprika.
So good.
And yeah, I love the part where Johnny Depp gets pureed.
Fucking Mercs, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
I made the same joke on stream last night.
Yep.
It's good. It's some good shit. I didn't love always the acting of the main girl and her mom especially, but
sure.
I did like how proactive that she was. Maddie, your review of that movie where you were like, I can't believe that she like basically Home Alone's Freddy Krueger is so insane, because it's like literally what she fucking does.
It's literally what happens. It's great.
Works. You're like, wow, she's like really doing it. Like, she's ready, and it doesn't quite
I talked about this
work, but
I talked about this on the episode after I watched that movie, but the shot where she's trying to go up the stairs, she's trying to run up the stairs, and she just keeps like slipping through them, just like lives in my head rent free. I think about it all the time.
Yeah,
it's such a good shot.
Ugh,
the effects of that movie are really, really good.
Really good, considering that, like, I mean, he was just kind of inventing shit. Wes Craven was just like, and the effects team were just like inventing shit on the fly. Like the famous bedroom scene in which Johnny Depp dies, in which like the blood is shooting up towards the ceiling, is like, whoa. Also really fun to see my best friend, who plays her dad in that movie, who is also the cop in Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Like,
this dude loves to be in a horror movie.
He loves to be in iconic slasher films.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good for him.
Helena, real quick, how do you feel about Bruce Spence?
I realized as I was saying this that I say it in the same tone as Bruce Spence loves to be in a sequel.
Maddie and I are considering making merch of that sentence. If that means nothing to you, I get it.
Here's the thing, he loves to be in a sequel. That's all you really need to know.
He really just loves to be in a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an appropriate response. No, it's okay.
Anyway. Important text. You're very interesting, and I love what you both have to say.
Thank you. That's a lie, but I love you.
I love you too.
Helena, you can flip me off directly if you want.
We're on video. You can just do that.
Love to just throw those out there. Listeners, since you can't see, I did in fact just do that. I watched The Bad and the Beautiful, which is a great movie about making movies with Kirk Douglas and Lana Turner. It's great. Watch it. I wanted to watch it because 2 years ago I watched this like 3-part series called A Personal Journey Through Movies with Martin Scorsese, and he talks about all these movies that he thinks are really great. And so he talks at length about The Bad and the Beautiful, and the way that he talks about movies in that series was just like, oh my god, this is the best movie. I've never seen this movie, but I know that it is the best movie ever made because of the way that you're talking about it. So I was excited to finally get to watch that. Very good film. I obviously watched Barton Fink for the first time. That was a surreal experience. It made me so fucking mad, which I think I expressed on the podcast last time. Disconnected from that. It makes me so fucking mad that John Goodman doesn't have an Oscar.
Yes.
So pissed.
So fucking... Hi, Maddie, have you seen Barton Fink?
No.
Cool. He's so fucking good in that movie.
He's so fucking good in it. John Turturro is also very good, don't get me wrong.
No,
John
but
Goodman
like...
is fucking amazing in that movie. And it I mean, there's a lot of really amazing supporting. There's not a single bad performance in that movie. Like, Judy Davis is in it. She's great. John Mahoney is great. Tony Shalhoub
there's also only like 6 characters, which helps.
There's only like 6 characters who have lines. But John Goodman is fucking...
Yeah.
It's great.
I remember this because when I looked up on Wikipedia things that he had been in, and like, or things that he had been nominated for, and he had won just fucking nothing. He had never been nominated for an Oscar, even, I think.
Goodman?
Never been nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if he has, it's been very, very few. Yeah, it was one of those things where we would look at it, we were like, wow, really? For serious?
I did my huge Coen Brothers watch through last summer, including Helena. I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you, but I watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou on the hottest day in Portland history. which really accentuated the experience of watching that movie about the Deep South.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Because there's a lot of like kind of brown yellowed shots of them running through wide open fields and just dripping sweat and grime. And that's how I felt.
Yeah.
It was a 4D theatrical experience. I'm like, I feel gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great in that too.
Yeah, he rules in that.
He's great inside Llewyn Davis. He's great in The Big Lebowski. He's great in every movie he's done with the Coen brothers.
Wow,
He's
it's
great.
like he's a great actor. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like he's a great actor or something. You know what? Fuck it. He's great in The Emperor's New Groove. He's great in Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want? You
But
know,
I was going to say,
he's
like
great in Roseanne.
through that Coen brothers watch, I was like, oh shit. John Goodman might be like top tier.
Yeah.
Because he is in like 7 or 8 of those movies.
Yeah.
He's a frequent flyer.
As he should be.
Yeah. I believe the Coen brothers' most frequent collaborator other than Frances McDormand.
Seems right.
That makes sense.
And then Steve Buscemi's like 3rd place.
Yeah.
John Turturro's on that list too, but like lower.
He is, yeah.
But he's doing them all
yeah.
there. Miller's Crossing, Lebowski, Brother Where Art Thou.
I didn't watch Miller's Crossing.
Matty, hello. Also, love John Goodman and Righteous Gemstones, the greatest television show ever made.
Love John Goodman. I haven't seen the show, but I believe you and I trust you.
Well, what if he played a mega pastor?
You think he'd be good at that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also went to go see Mad God in theaters.
What'd you think?
So that was an intense experience. That
Yeah,
movie
that's
is
what it sounds like. I'm kind of dying to see it.
You should probably go see it. It was like really.
I think
funny
they are
because it was a
showing
bunch
it
of
at the
us.
Hollywood still. They might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're doing like an encore thing. I went to go
look.
see it at IFC, which is like my main dude. There's like it was like a small theater with a bunch of us who were just a bunch of weirdos who went to go see this like stop motion horror movie that's been in production since the 80s in theaters.
Yeah.
It was fucking relentless. I'm like it's not quite for me. It's not a movie that I think that I would revisit because it's so fucking bleak. It's so bleak and very little plot to speak of, which is like fine, but not entirely my thing. But it's an incredible movie to look at and horrifying. It was kind of like,
listeners, you can't see the face I'm making right now, but I am like thrilled at this idea.
Excited. Yeah, if John Waters like made an animated movie that was a fantasy film, I guess like a fantasy sci-fi horror movie, and then he made it stop motion, it's kind of like that on steroids.
Cool. Dope.
Yeah. Nasty. Yeah, there's some stuff where I was like, this is nasty shit.
Hell yeah!
And there was some stuff that was just like so fucking nasty that there was a few of us who were just like laughing because it was like, it was just like, oh man, that's so. There's
what
like
can you
one
do?
sequence in particular that involves a lot of like, it's hard to describe. It's just America. It's America, but it's just like a bunch of like people made out of that are just created to work and then they die in a bunch of horrible ways.
Cool.
And then there was one scene where they're just like falling into a pit and dying repeatedly over and over again. It was kind of funny, but also very sad. So that's the movie.
Cool.
See Mad God. I saw Gaslight, the movie from, well, the play, I guess, but the movie from which the term is taken with Ingrid Bergman. I loved it. I thought it was great. She's fucking fantastic. Joseph Cotton is also there, and he's my best friend, Joseph Cotton, so I love to see my best friend Joseph Cotton and things. But like,
too true.
Beautiful production design, terrifying the whole time, because you're just like, obviously you know that this guy's bad news and he's manipulating her, but it's so, you could totally see how she could be taken in by this guy, and her performance is so believable and so hard to watch. Loved it. I saw The Last Picture Show, which was hard because I watched it in my living room and my air conditioner is really loud. And so I had to, like, I missed a lot of it, and I really feel like it ruined the ambiance of watching this movie. But it was, it's not a very happy movie. It's a very, very bleak movie, so I can't say I had a great time. But it was fun to watch a, 22-year-old Jeff Bridges be in things. He was, that was fun.
Love that Jeff Bridges is young in things.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Starman.
Love Starman.
Actually,
I haven't seen Starman.
Carlito's Way.
But yeah, he's young in that too. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. Great. No, we love that. Yeah, he's shirtless in the Last Picture Show too, quite often.
Good for him.
I saw Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, which was great. Actually, I know I quite enjoyed that. It's actually a movie about lesbians, so if you go into it knowing that,
cool.
That's fantastic. Both of the guys that they're with are just like, who even fucking cares about these people? And you're just like Marilyn and Jane all the way. Some of the choreography for some of the musical numbers leading up to Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend were like less than stellar. It was kind of more like the bodies and the performances and like how well Jane Russell can sell a song, and she's so beautiful and sexy. I'm in love with Jane Russell. Marilyn is fucking hilarious. Jane Russell was fucking hilarious. Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend is like, you know how you like hear about a scene in a movie and you're like, this is like iconic, and you know it's iconic.
Yeah.
But then you watch the movie and you're just like, oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that thing I say all the time where it's like, oh, it turns out that movie that everyone says is good. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. I liked it. I love Technicolor musicals. I saw Hot Rod for the first time. Speaking of Technicolor musicals.
For the first time?
For the first time. You have no fucking idea how many memes suddenly made sense to me.
I'm Rob and I like to party.
Yeah, I've never seen Hot
really
Rod, for reference.
Matty, hold on. Two things. I want to go on the record and say I meant Cutter's Way.
Oh.
Not Carlito's Way. That's an Al Pacino movie.
Oh, gotcha.
Two.
Gotcha. Okay.
Matty, a double feature of Hot Rod and Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story would be a great way to spend an evening.
Okay,
yes.
This is for reference, this is another movie I've not seen, but we have talked about before, so sure. I think our Matty Mondays are booked out for the next few weeks, but we'll get there eventually.
Oh no, good thing we're going to remain friends.
Do we need to explain that visual reference to the listeners? Probably.
No, I don't think so. I think his tone comes across.
Okay. Yeah, I can vouch
Just
for
imagine the
Hot
gun
Rod.
emoji. That's kind of it.
I had a really great time. It was really interesting to hear the song You're the Voice by John Farnham being used and go, oh, that's what, like, most people's association with this song is. Not something else, which is Merlin.
You're, of course, talking about the scene where he dance cries it out.
Normal. What?
You're, of course, talking about the scene where he dance cries it out.
I'm talking, well, yes, but also the scene, I'm thinking towards the end of the movie. More particularly, yes.
Goddamn Hot Rods, come on.
Yeah. Great Bill Hader content. Just very good stuff. I had a really great time, and actually, it'd also make a good double feature with one of the Jackass movies. I feel.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I thought often of my good friends, the Jackass people.
The Jackass guys, yeah. Jackass
guys. Watched The Sea Beast, as we talked about. And last night, I watched Desperate Living, which is a John Waters film. Boy howdy. Every time I watch a John Waters movie, I'm just like, surely he's not going to do what I think he's going to do. Then he does it.
And he does. Then he does every time.
90% of the time, I'm like, I'm not sure that's a good idea, but actually, no, it's fine. You just go ahead and just do it. Let's see where this goes. So there's like, John Waters, obviously, there's some stuff from, watching those movies where he's just like, I'm just gonna do this. And sometimes I don't know how pertinent the decisions though are, and then other times I'm like, this is cinema. This is actually the highest form of cinema. Some wild stuff happens in that film.
Can I make a confession to you, my friends, on my podcast? Mm-hmm. I've never seen a John Waters. I know of John Waters, obviously, right? And know him personally. Yes. And have a lot of respect for him, right? But I'm like, God, I just, never got around to it. I know what the deal is, but...
Matty, I'm willing to cut you a lot of slack, because they are not, at the end of the day... I mean, they're kind of off-putting. And that's the point.
Yeah. Yes, but as as self-defined person in the group who likes watching off-putting things, that's not really a deterrent for me.
Yeah,
as the Saw guy in this group, you do realize that's not an issue for me generally, right?
But there's some stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where it's like,
I mean,
I'm not in any rush to watch anything by John Waters. I can still respect kind of his, like, interesting legacy in filmmaking with having to watch anything, but I'd like to get there eventually.
Totally. I'm just saying, I'm like, I get it. Like,
yeah.
It's not like, but for me, it's not a specific, I have not because I refuse to. It's just been like, oh, I should do that eventually. Right.
No, I know. There's plenty of movies where I'm like, there's plenty of movies you haven't seen where I'm like, Maddie, come on. There, I'm like, yeah I get it.
Yeah.
They're weird.
I mean, I myself only saw Pink Flamingos for the first time last year, too, so.
Yes. I remember that.
I mean, his stuff is like, I have a hard time sometimes because the acting is so on purpose bad for the most part. And because it gets really grating after a while because they're being so aggravating. But, like, and then once in a while he'll just say something and something will happen and I'm like, this is incredible. And then it'll swing back around. It's just, anyway. Lots of thoughts, lots of feelings.
An experience.
It's an experience,
above all
for
else.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got that from the library. And I'm just imagining, like, somebody, like a child going to the library and just like, I wonder what this movie's about, Mom. Can we check this movie out? That'd be really fun.
We're looking at the cover of Desperate Living right now for the listeners at home. You could just Google this.
Hard to see, but...
We stopped talking about Barton Fink a bit ago, obviously, but the iconic poster and therefore VHS cover of Barton Fink was absolutely something that my little child eyes routinely gravitated towards as I was walking through the video rental aisles of, like, the Hollywood Video in fucking West Portland or wherever I'm from, East Beaverton.
Wherever you're from, yeah.
Where I kept being, like, crossing that and just seeing John Turturro's weird big eyes and that stark lighting and the mosquito on his forehead. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It turns out it's maybe in my top 30 movies of all time.
Yeah.
But, like, boy, that is an impressionizing, like, cover.
Yeah, it's a great cover. And I had that experience with at the Hollywood Video with the posters of VHS covers for the original Candyman movie and for Brain Dead, because they're both very distinctive VHS covers that disturbed me greatly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the movies I've seen. Other than that, I've obviously been still watching Deep Space Nine. I'm still watching Next Generation. I finished Strange New Worlds. Can't wait for another season. The most recent season of Endeavor premiered, and so I watched that in like 2 days. And then I've been like rewatching old Endeavor episodes and getting stupidly emotional because I'm an idiot. And I have obviously started the new season of What We Do in the Shadows. I have started rewatching Black Sails because, as previously discussed, I love Toby Stephens. And also, the entire time, a couple months back, when I was watching Our Flag Means Death, the thing about that was that I was having a really good time watching Our Flag Means Death, and then I was like, I really miss Black Sails. So I've gone and started rewatching Black Sails because I missed it. And I also have started a dual rewatch / first watch of... So I'm rewatching Breaking Bad while also watching, technically for the first time all the way through, because I've started it a couple times and I just, for whatever reason, fell off Better Call Saul.
Me and The Sopranos, bud.
So, yeah. So you've been there. I'm very excited to be back in this universe which we know and love.
New Mexico.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Helena, I don't want to alarm you.
believe-
Real place.
Yeah, I know, for real. The A to the B to the Q. I love Bob Odenkirk. I also forgot how much I love Jesse Pinkman. Like, literally, the first scene that he shows up in Breaking Bad, I was like, there's my special man. I was so happy to see him.
On this special little boy, yeah.
My special little boy who's going to go through so much horrible, horrible shit that he doesn't deserve. But I was glad to see him again. And I know that this ends in tragedy. Obviously, I have watched Breaking Bad before, and I know that Better Call Saul is going to end pretty similarly in tragedy, so I'm ready to have my heart broken over and over again. Super, super excited for that. And
Helena.
that's something... Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm also
Yes.
rewatching Better Call Saul because when I started it last year, I watched what was available on Netflix, which was up to the end of season 4. Season 5 had not yet started on Netflix, and then Bob Odenkirk had his heart attack, and season 6 kind of got delayed as a result.
Yeah.
I'm very glad. He put out a very wonderful tweet about that earlier today.
I did.
I know. Genuinely a heartbreaker. Okay. Anyway, I've watched what was available to me, and now with season 6 wrapping up, me and a roommate are powering through. We're literally going to start season 5 tonight. The point is, what I'm getting at is it's all fresh in my mind, and unfortunately, it's deeply personal to me. Even though I only found out about the wonderful character of Jimmy McGill, Saul Goodman, last year. Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman. Anyway, it turns out I have a weird affinity for a guy who makes every conceivable mistake, and that every time he's presented with a choice, he just fucks it up on purpose.
Yeah.
I like that about him. And I like how he's sad all the time, and how he's bad at it.
Yeah.
And what's it? Everything.
Yeah. I love everything about him.
But also there's a couple shots of Bob Odenkirk smoking in that show that are like...
Right? Like, I'm glad I'm not insane a little bit, because, like, now I've been seeing that there's one tweet that was, like, a while ago, and I can't remember who said this, but I've been thinking about it nonstop yesterday while I was watching both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Uh-huh.
Whereas, like, Breaking Bad is this tragedy about something, the consequences of blah, 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 blah. You know, this is, like, what Breaking Bad is about.
Right. The
And
thing
Better
Breaking
Call
Bad's
Saul is,
about,
like,
toxic masculinity.
The thing that Breaking Bad's about, which is everything. Yeah. And then they were like, and Better Call Saul is about how hot mommy and daddy can do whatever they want. I was like, oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah! I like when
exactly
my parents do
true.
crimes.
Yeah, they're right. They can do anything that they want. And my best friend Gus is also there, my grandfather Mike.
Stay away from my daughter.
My whole family.
I love when mom and dad do crimes together. That is the best part of that show.
It is. I love when two people who are in love also do crimes. This is why I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
What I think one of my favorite parts about Better Call Saul is how many times somebody angrily yells that scumbag Hamlin, quote unquote.
Right. That's right.
Because a prominent character in that show is Howard Hamlin. Especially when they say that scumbag lawyer Hamlin, because my father's an attorney. And I've never discussed this with him, but I do want to text him at one point and be like, hey man, father, dad, do you know there's a prominent fictional attorney called Hamlin whose personality can best be described as the worst? Like, has that come up in your lawyer circles? Has anyone told you this? Hello, it's me, your son. I just want to spring that on him someday.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you should do that.
Maddie,
I know that I get really excited whenever there's a character named Helena in something because it, like, never happens, ever.
Damn, the
And
Trojan
so
War
when
must
it
have been a hoot
happens,
for you.
When I...
Dumb asshole.
You know, when I was living through that, you know,
Yeah.
Her name is Helen. It's not Helena.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, grow up, Ben. Jesus Christ.
Yes, seriously. So no, I get it. Like, it's fun when there's a character with your name. Moving on.
Yeah, people just tend to ask
That's
me if
all
I'm
I'm
related to Dalton Trumbo. That's kind of my big
Right.
pull, and then I'm like, not by blood.
Hey.
And that's the end of the conversation.
Hey, for what it's worth, the one that Bryan Cranston's in, it's a pretty fun movie.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But it was one of those things where when that came out, I got just kind of like nonstop, and I was like, I'll see that movie eventually. Not right now, though.
Yeah. The best part of that movie is that Bryan Cranston's in it, and the worst part is that Louis C.K.'s in it.
Yeah.
Oh, LOL.
Yeah.
You had a Helena, My Chemical Romance situation where I had people coming up to me when I was 12 and being like, "Did you know that there's a My Chemical Romance song named after you?" And I was like, pretty sure that it's not named after me, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of the only conversation starter that people had for me when they heard my name. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I got that with the 12th son of Jacob.
Yes, as I know you did. That's what I said when I first met you.
Yeah. Just like the
Yeah.
Benjamin, the founder of the tribe, the Israeli tribe of Benjamin.
Yeah, totally, dude.
The Benjaminites. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, just like that.
Absolutely.
For
Well,
sure.
it's kind of awkward because I just said hi, and then you launched into that, and I was like, all right, this is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here we
Thanks for
are all
having me
these
on your
years later
podcast.
making a podcast, so, you know, life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Finds a way. Yeah.
Anyway, text me through your Better Call Saul watch through. That's all I was going to say.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I've seen it all very freshly, and I have a lot of feelings about it.
And it'll take me a while to get there because I'm also watching like 5 other shows. So you'll probably be caught up by the time that I get to where you are.
Absolutely.
But that's all I've seen.
Maddie, I understand that you have a understandable aversion to the Better Call Saul Breaking Bad franchise in that you just don't seem to care about it, which is understandable and fine. Better Call Saul is a really good television show.
So I've heard. I mean, people really... Breaking Bad is supposed to be very good. It's one
fine.
of the things similar to... Helena can tell you this, that when Lost was very popular, I had a lot of people being like, you should watch Lost, including co-host of this show and my longtime best friend, Helena Fisher-Welsh. And I was like, no. And I still haven't. I still have not seen this. I've seen one episode of Lost.
So,
Me and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
think about
Welcome to the
Lost.
podcast, if you want to talk about
Yeah.
Stranger Things. But,
I mean,
you know.
yeah.
I don't have an
you were
aversion...
right.
Sorry, go ahead.
You were right for that. Lost is very good though, and if you wake up one day and you have like a brain aneurysm and you're just like, now because of this brain aneurysm,
if I get a pipe
watch
through my
Lost.
brain and it changes my personality, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
once again, with all 3 of these shows mentioned, I know they're very good, and there's part of me that's like, yeah, I think I'll get around to them eventually, right? But also, there's this kind of, you know, we've talked about this on the show so much,
Culture
the pressure
fatigue.
of like everyone tells you it's very good, that it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch. Also, all 3 of those shows are like kind of long. Like there's an investment to it. And I, once again, as everyone and God knows who listens to the show, am not great at watching TV.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for me to get to anything that has a longer time commitment because it's hard for me to focus on TV.
Yeah. If you watch Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad in its entirety, that is 12 seasons of television and a film.
Yeah, that is nearly impossible for me. I don't think I've ever watched that much of a TV show in my life.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, I call that culture fatigue, which comes up a lot on the shows that I host, which are Chaos and Stereo, and the one with the television with Lesley. Syndicated.
With Lesley and Ben. Yeah.
Which is
you
just
should
the
listen
idea of culture fatigue, where people just won't shut up about usually a brand new thing enough that like the mere mention of it just any enjoyment I would have had. I know it's a vanity
thing. I
thing.
don't actually have cultural fatigue about any of those things, weirdly enough. Like, I got cultural fatigue about Game of Thrones, which I saw some episodes of with my parents, but I'm like, I don't care to watch Game of Thrones. Please stop telling me I would like Game of Thrones because I like fantasy. It's not the kind of fantasy I like. Please leave me alone.
See, that's the kind
or
of thing
Stranger
that
Things,
drives me
or
crazy.
whatever.
Yeah.
The other ones, it really is just like, there's just a lot of that show, and I know it's just going to be kind of hard for me to commit to that kind of thing. But I'll get around to it eventually, probably. But I can't commit, like, when you were like, hey, we should watch Better Call Saul, I was like, I think what I said was, no. But in my brain, what I was thinking was, I can't commit to doing something like that with you. That's really difficult for me.
No, I completely understand. I completely understand.
But I knew that you would understand that I wasn't just saying no to be an asshole, so I didn't expand.
No, I know.
I don't have. We should wrap up soon because it is 12:17 where I am, and we have 2
Yes.
hours of podcast. But
Yes.
I don't experience the pop culture fatigue so much as that, like, but I do when you talked about this last time we recorded, Maddie, about Stranger Things, when people were telling you, hey, you like D&D, you should watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And it was like, or was that, I don't know if that someone told you that or told Ezra that or something, but it was like, that's what I don't like, is people saying like, you would like
you
this
like
a lot.
A,
And then
you
you're
should like B. And it's
You
like,
don't know.
I know why I like A more than you do.
Yeah. I mean, I had people being like, oh, I think you would love The Big Bang Theory.
I got that one too. Yeah.
What about
You're
you?
a nerd,
Why?
right?
What about you?
You're a nerd. I'm a nerd, Ben.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. I like the things that they make fun of the people on Big Bang Theory for liking.
What?
So I therefore would like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. With your obscure Hobbit Succession crossover display name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's a genius move that no character on the Big Bang Theory would think of in a single second.
Oh, that's some good writing.
Generation.
Foreign
No, it's
concept
very good
to
writing. Yeah, so, that's what drives me crazy.
Yeah.
People do that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Because
I
it
think
always
it's always-
invokes the part of me that makes me, that just wants me, I just want to be an asshole, right? That's like, oh, you really like this, you should watch this. No. I've decided I won't like it because you said I would. Fuck you. Which is not productive, but like...
And there's nothing really, besides the fact that they're just really good, there's nothing specifically to me about Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul or even Lost that I'm like, that's something that Maddie would really like.
That's Maddie bait, right?
Single
Beyond just
dad
like they're
energy.
good, right?
Single dad energy.
Besides the fact that they're good.
What?
Single dad energy?
Oh, well,
I just rolled my eyes
Anyway.
very hard for everybody sitting at home.
there's a lot of, like, visual stuff that we're doing in this episode for the poor listener at home.
I know. Unfortunately, you put 3 very expressive people on a video call, and it ends up being a problem. And Ben and I are used to doing this bit on a Twitch stream, which you can watch on Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. PST, at twitch.tv/Infinity Break Gaming. But, so we're used to doing this fucking bit where people can see our faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway.
You're good at it. And that's what matters.
Yeah.
I'm a highly
That's the
expressive
thing.
person and a pleasure to have in class.
This is that. I'm sure we all got that on the report card. So,
Yeah.
Ben, where can people find you?
You know what? Don't. I'm done.
Okay, well, I can tell them where to find you because I hear you say it every Tuesday.
This is my last podcast appearance. I'm bailing.
Wow, ever?
No.
Cool.
Rip to
No.
Syndicated, I guess.
No. We haven't recorded in a hot minute, but...
Yeah.
Hi, folks. My name is
I'm
Ben
the
Hamlin.
co-host of Syndicated now. Sorry.
I mean, you could. You would be very qualified to take it over.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't
Yeah, I love
suggest
Lesley.
it. Yeah, Leslie's the best. Hi, folks. My name is Ben Hamlin. I am the content director of Infinity Break, and so therefore you can just go to infinitybreak.net and you can check out a lot of work that I have a hand in to one degree or another. However, if you want to check out my work specifically, you can check out Parascience, an exploration of the supernatural and unquantifiable, which is a tabletop horror show that I make with my wonderful friends, Matty Trumbo Gomes and Ezra Kay. That comes out every other Tuesday. New episode will have it's every other Tuesday, so, find the show. I'm used to doing that on a Twitch stream where I can literally say tonight or yesterday or whatever.
Yes.
Anyway.
When this episode comes out, an episode will have come out last week, and there will be an episode next week. So we'll be right in between episodes. But I'm very excited for the current arc that we're doing. It's real good.
Yeah, if you like some of the media that we discussed tonight, including like Cronenberg nonsense, like, hey, Parascience might be for you. Literally, the chapter 1, I'm not going to talk any further. Anyway, if you like media insight stuff, I also do Syndicated with Lesley and Ben, which is where Leslie Yates and myself, we are going through genres of television and basically taking random episodes from television shows within that genre of television to try to paint a wider picture about the nature of genre, television, and storytelling. Our first season was on workplace comedy, so we did a lot of like Superstore, Parks and Rec, Slings and Arrows kind of stuff. And then in season 2, we are doing adult animation, so that's a lot of like King of the Hill and The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers kind of stuff. What's coming next? We don't know. Might be sci-fi, might be horror, might be crime, which means I can finally talk about The Sopranos.
Finally.
Yeah, other than that, Maddie and I stream every Tuesday at twitch.tv/Infinity Break Gaming. Just follow the channel. There's a lot of wonderful shows on there. And you can find me personally at Ben C. Hamlin over on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, if you want more Ben and I content, we are also on Legends of Leia, which is a 5th edition D&D podcast that comes out every other Wednesday.
That's right, in which I play Hugo Chalamanagos Roberto Tondo Fontaine, and Maddie plays Ballin Captain Petros.
Mm-hmm. And he does do that accent for the whole podcast. That's right. I've had to listen to over 100 episodes of that.
Plus, a lot of material that is cut for the sanity of our listeners.
Yeah.
Oh my good lord.
Hold on. So that's not the last thing I ever say on this.
Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure being on the show, which I'm saying in my normal adult human man voice.
Okay,
Yay.
great. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
I didn't want my
Get us out of
lasting
here,
legacy.
Helena. Open the
Thank
door
you
and
for
let us
coming on
out.
the show. Thanks for hanging us out. No, don't say that. Can't speak. It's 12:23. Thanks for hanging out with us here on Sneople at the Movies from the Infinity Break Network. Check out infinitybreak.net for more awesome content, and come hit us up on Twitter at people_snake, or shoot us an email at sneopleatthemovies@gmail.com. If you've got a subject you want to hear us talk about, a movie you think we absolutely need to see, or want to share your top 5 watches from this summer, come say hello. Our amazing music was done by Johnny Ronaldo, who you can find at Johnny Ronaldo on Twitter. Our super snazzy logo, it's still there. I said it very deliberately that time so I wouldn't fuck it up. Was designed by Bethany Luthold. Check her out at bethanyluthold.wixsite.com. If you can, please leave a review on iTunes and share the show with any friends you think would enjoy it. As always, any way you can spread the news helps us so much, and we would really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the movies.
Real quick, as the co-executive producer of this show, hey, leave those reviews, please. Oh my god, leave those reviews. You can cut that, obviously.